Longview game day. Chuck, Zach, and Keaton Daniels along with you as we are just minutes away from a showdown at McKinney ISD Stadium. It is first place on the line. The Longview Lobos come in with a 6-1 record. They are 4-0 in district play in 7-5A Division I against the McKinney North Bulldogs, who are also 6-1 and are also 4-0 in district play. And we thought the big matchups was going to be Lobos against Lancaster. We thought the big matchup was going to be the Lobos against Forney. It turns out the big matchup ends up being where we started the season here at McKinney ISD Stadium. Keaton Daniels.
Absolutely. I'm glad to be back here, a place where we get a chance to right our loss from earlier in the season. This is the reason why you play these games. You play to win the game. You got a chance to take first place, sold first place. You got a chance to go win district and give yourself a home playoff game. If this game doesn't get you excited, then I don't know what will.
Well, this is, as we said, the next biggest game of the season. There'll be another one next week, but it probably won't have the same implications this one has. Winner of this gets a one-game lead and the tiebreaker, which in effect gives you a two-game lead with 2 games left to play.
That's correct. And it's always great to be a Lobo, so if you're a Lobo fan, you know you're excited and you're ready to see these Lobos kick off, and hopefully let's take a win and let's go and get this first place all by ourselves.
Last week, Lobos ran out to a 49-0 lead at halftime. They won 63-0 over a very outmanned North Mesquite team. For the folks from McKinney North, they had a little bit more of a battle, I think, than anybody anticipated. They had Lufkin to deal with, a game that ended up being a 46-39 final with the Bulldogs getting the win, and that kept this showdown still in line. But a little bit of a surprise how close that game was last week.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch it throughout this week, and I was quite surprised to see that game played out the way it did. Part of me was rooting for this team because I wanted this showdown. I wanted us to be able to have the outright stakes on who was going to be first place or not in district. So, but watching that game, I was definitely surprised to see the way that game played out and how hard Lufkin played them all game long.
And gave up 275 yards to senior running back Jaden Walker, who we will see tonight. Yet another of these D1 running backs that the Lobo defense has faced this season.
Hey, man, that kid is dynamic. If you give him a crease, it's night-night, folks. He can take it. He can take it right there with the best of them. He's very impressive. The key is to keep him in front all night long.
And speaking of big-time running backs, Taylor Tatum's got his uniform on tonight. We saw him in street clothes a week ago. He never played. I won't say they didn't miss him, but they got a pretty good game from Kelvin Washington, who had 5 carries and 150 yards practically and 3 touchdowns. And the offense kept rolling along. 25 first downs, almost 500 yards of total offense, and as we said, a 63-0 win. But I think last week's story was the defense. 1 first down and just 10 yards of offense the defense gave up last week.
Yeah, if you're a Lobo fan, you definitely was happy to see that because we was able to get our offense going back, especially from the week before, only scoring 13 points. So
Exactly.
It was good to see us going. It was good to see the defense continue their dominance, especially up front. With our front 7, it was good to see those guys get after it, be able to put constant pressure on the quarterback and that whole team. And, man, we looked good last week.
Couple interceptions, a pick 6 on the second offensive play of the game by Willie Nelson, and the Lobos were off and running. Also tonight now, it's week 9 in the schedule. We've got Lancaster at West Mesquite and trying to get the 4th playoff spot in this district. So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. We've got a side eye on the Rangers as well, who are playing late in their game number 5 in the American League Championship Series. So when we get a final coming across, we'll share that as well. We're getting ready for the coin toss. Before we do that, though, we want to make sure that we share a little bit, because, Keaton, I don't know if you've heard, but has there been any talk around town about the Longview ISD bond proposal? Because there's some great information on the projected tax impacts and the project list. You can just go to www.lisd.org/bond and do the research yourself as a voter.
Yeah, I saw something where the financial analyst said the proposed LISD bond could generate like $500 million in a local economy activity.
Ouch, that's $500 million. That's a big boost to the economy and to the community.
Yeah, there's a lot of info on the district website.
Yeah, I was looking at that myself. Again, you can go look at it as well. www.lisd.org/bond. All right, we're getting ready for the captains to come out. They're doing the run-through of the kids earlier today, and they've got some stuff going on here at Longview's McKinney's ISD Stadium. Kind of a pregame thing like we had last week. So while they're doing that, let's see if we can't get you some starting lineups. We'll begin with the Lobos on offense, where the offensive line across from left to right is junior Fernando Longoria at left tackle. Cedric Wrighton is the left guard. Tavion Morgan is the senior center. Next to him on the right side, Jamorion George, and Jacoby Watts is out there at right tackle. Cedric Mitchell is the starting tight end. DK Reese, who had a pretty good game last week, got back on the board, 3 catches and 96 yards and a touchdown. He's starting at one end, Ethan Harrison at the other. It'll be Buster Mumphrey starting in the backfield, along with, of course, Taylor Tatum. And Andrew Tutt, the 5'10", 165-pound senior, will be the quarterback for the Lobos tonight. Defensively, here are the Bulldogs. Their front 3 are Zion Carter. He's number 9. 41 is Sam Howard. He's their nose tackle. He goes about 265. And Justin Zdeb, he's a 255-pound pass rushing end. Linebackers is where they make their money, though. They got all 4 linebackers are really their 4 leading tacklers. Number 10 is Grayson Rogers. Number 7 is Isaiah Griffin. They're the outside backers. Brandon Markowitz is number 6. He's one inside backer. And Namadi Mekawalu is the other inside backer. He's wearing number 18. Corners are Abel Soriano and Emmanuel Crosby. And the safeties are Sean Kessner and Keithon Davis. Davis, keep an eye on him. He's got a couple of picks, including 1 pick 6 for the Bulldogs this year. Defensively, Lobos line up like this. Zarius Shepard and Billy Smith are the ends, and they are getting hotter as the season goes on. Arion Harper is in the middle. Chase Smith and Jamerson Derensberg are the outside linebackers, numbers 3 and 81. On the inside, Brendan Reese, number 34, and Kason Brooks, number 31. The corners are Jaden Simmons and Javion Robertson. Buda Garrett's 1 safety, and of course Willie Nelson, now with 16 career interceptions, is the other safety. Starting offensive line for the Bulldogs: Damon Donahue at left tackle, Austin Hernandez at left guard, Josh Kilman is the center, Sean Goffney is the right guard, Rich Gomez is the right tackle, Nate Markowitz, number 5, is their tight end. He's a big guy who's got already a commit to UTSA. Cam Powell and Brandon Powell are their outside receivers. Jacob Turner is their fullback. Jaden Walker, number 26, is their big money tailback. And number 14 is their quarterback. He is 6'4", 215-pound senior Colin Hitchcock. And that is the starting lineup for both teams. All right, Lobos down there engaging in the discussion. This time it's the back end of the numerical group for Longview, who are out there for the coin toss today. So let's see, we've got Jamerson Derensberg, Tyreek Tennyson I saw, 84 is Cesar Rojas, and 93 Cedric Mitchell. So they've got I guess they're going numerical. They did some offensive linemen last week. This time it's the 80s and 90s guys.
Yeah, Coach King, actually Coach Collins, when they first got here, they do that with all the seniors. Just kind of go in numerical order and just make it work throughout the season. Kind of see what groups. If you can do 4s, you'll do 4s to be able to last. You have a different captain throughout each game of the season.
All right, Longview won the coin toss. They will defer, so they're going to kick off to start the first half of this game. Lobos look like they're going to take the, I don't even know our direction here. I think maybe that's the north end zone to the end where the Lobos are. Bulldogs are going to be to the south end zone, and we're getting ready to roll as we'll, I'm assuming, get a national anthem break here. The Bulldogs still haven't come out of their blow-up tunnel yet to get this thing going as well. We remind you we will be back at the house next Friday, the last home game of the regular season, as Tyler High comes in for a 7:30 start time. I know there was some confusion tonight about 7:30 or 7 o'clock. Typically when we come to the Metroplex, they usually start at 7 o'clock. All right, we know John King, certainly the head coach of the Lobos, as he continues to roll on. Now coming to this with 217 career wins in 19 seasons. His counterpart, not so many wins. Kendall Brewer's the head guy. He's 13-5 in 2 seasons as he took over this program in 2022 after Mike Fetchie moved up to the assistant athletic director's job. Brewer's the third head coach in McKinney North history. He joined the staff 8 years ago. He was the assistant football coach, the track coach, the head powerlifting coach. 2 years before he became the head coach, he was the offensive coordinator. This team went 7-4 last year, 6 starters back on offense, 7 on defense, and they have stayed relatively healthy throughout the first 7 games of the season. All right, we're going to get the masses out here. We'll do the national anthem. We'll be quiet. We'll get you ready for the kickoff when we get done with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you join along with the players, coaches, and officials on the field by rising, removing your hats, and facing the flag at the north end of the stadium. Tonight, the national anthem will be performed by McKinney North choirs, combined with choir members from Scott Johnson and Cockrell Middle School. They are under the direction of Chris Aaron, Rachel Gillespie, Sarah Baez, Caroline Harton, Dory Siemens, and Bethany Crawford. Please join us.
And away we go. Chuck Zach and Keaton Daniels looking forward to another huge ball game for the Longview Lobos. We are getting closer and closer to the discussion about playoffs and seeding and matchups. You don't know what seed you are yet, so we're going to really wait until next week to start having those conversations. But it's the exciting time of the year. If you're a football fan, it's kind of the trudging through this to try to get to the payday at the end. The payday at the end is certainly the playoffs, and the Lobos are on the verge with a hopeful win tonight, moving themselves into yet another district championship. This would be, I believe, 23 years in a row making the playoffs. They would clinch a playoff spot tonight, depending on getting a win tonight and how other teams break. They would actually clinch their way into the postseason.
I just got a little chill bump, so ladies and gentlemen, let's
get
ready to rumble.
That's it. I think somebody turned on the air conditioner. That was.
Maybe that's what it was.
All right, we are about to get Anthony Matzaveas out here to kick as we get ready to roll here in game number 8. And we will be keeping an eye on one Taylor Tatum when the Lobos get the football, because there's more record stuff in the offing. We'll wait until Longview's got the ball to talk about that. By the way, successful Thursday night for the 9th grade and JV, as both the Lobos 9th grade won 28-20 and the JV won 50-13 against McKinney North. All right, Matzaveas is ready. Deep men back at about the 8-yard line for the Bulldogs, and we got a whistle before we get started. That's okay. Looks like back deep number 2 and number 26. I believe those are Keithon Davis and the starting tailback, Jaden Walker. All right, and away we go. Matzaveas going to boom this one over the head of all of them. and he'll come out to the 25-yard line, and that's where things will start tonight. All right, Keaton, keys to this game.
Man, keys to this game. If you're Longview, you gotta watch out for number 1, their receiver. Number 12, he's their speedster. He can take the top off. They try to find ways of getting him the ball any way that they can. And number 26, their running back. Those are your 3 keys. Those are the 3 players that can beat you at any given time. So if you're Longview, you got to know where all three of those players are at every single snap.
Bulldogs come in averaging 42 points a game, second in the district behind Forney. First down, Colin Hitchcock at quarterback. They'll start on the ground, and right away a big hole up the middle. And Jaden Walker goes for 5 down to the 30-yard line. They average 243 on the ground per game. That is second in the district behind the Lobos. They are second in passing behind Tyler at 201 yards a game, which makes them first overall, 445 yards. Hitchcock, little play action, and finds a receiver open at the 38-yard line, but the ball gets through him and incomplete, and it's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, it looked like a RPO run pass option, and he just pulled it off of him and saw he had a receiver wide open, but he just couldn't get it to him as he threw the ball into the dirt.
All right, third down, a long 4 for the Bulldogs here on this first possession of the game. Man in motion. Boy, a good snag grab by Hitchcock on the snap. Walker trying to get the corner. He doesn't. Dives across the 35-yard line. That's enough for a first down.
And right there, he just showed you a little bit of his speed. He was able to beat our defender who had a little bit of containment. He was able to beat them to the outside edge to be able to convert on the third down.
Yeah, Bulldogs want to move fast here. They're no huddling. 3 receivers left. Walker, the lone guy in the backfield. Hitchcock, with some time, will step up. Avoids one guy, but he is not going to avoid the second as he is dropped back at the 35. That's going to be considered a sack as Brendan Reese got him.
That was an excellent read there by Brendan Reese. He saw the quarterback move, and as we got a player down here at our 35-yard line. That's our safety there.
Yeah, Buddha's down at the 35. I don't know if that's a cramping issue or what that is. They're pulling him up, so you wonder if he didn't have a little cramp.
Yeah, he's rubbing on his thigh there. Maybe just got a little Charlie horse or a little bruise action, but looks like he's walking off okay. Maybe just check out for a couple of plays. He should be back in there. They
have been doing a lot of 5 secondary guys, so Brian Peoples, number 12, stays in the game. They also bring in 21, that's Thomas Roel.
And these guys have been seeing a lot of playing time throughout the season, so bringing them into the game, you're not losing a lot because they're comfortable out there playing.
Markowitz playing that tight end or H-back. He's in front of Walker. He's the lead blocker. Walker goes up the middle and gets to the 39-yard line for a gain of about 3.
Now this is where the defense, our defensive line, this is where we've kind of made our money at throughout the year. It's third and long here, so you know it's an obvious pass situation. For the DB group, you just want to keep everything in front of you. So you'll probably see some soft coverage here, but your front four, you want to definitely get home here. Make the quarterback scramble a little bit, make him have to make a play.
Third down and 7 now at the 39. Man in motion. They're going to flip it to him, and that's Powell. Cam Powell avoids a tackler but can't get past the 40-yard line. It's Chase Smith that got to him first, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
Hey, and I guess third and long, they also know what type of defense that we have, so they just settle for running plays just to try to out-scheme us there, and they was only able to get a couple yards, which brings us fourth down. So excellent stop by the defense.
I'm a little surprised, especially with Buddha being out, that they didn't push the ball a little further down the field and try to figure out something on a third down and 7. Willie Nelson's going to go back deep. He'll be standing at about his 25-yard line. Punt on the way, and this one is a wobbly-looking kick. Hits at the 30-yard line. It takes a bulldog bounce, and it's going to go all the way inside the 10. They're trying to get a little air under it. It gets down to the 9-yard line. That's a great punt as it's down inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, the ball just wasn't kicked far enough, so Willie did the best thing and just let that ball bounce. And unfortunately, it took a bounce for the McKinney North team, and we're now faced with having to go 90-plus yards to be able to get to pay dirt.
It's Carson Dye, the punter, as he hit that one 51 yards with the roll. So the Lobos will start back inside their 10-yard line for the first possession of this game. First down and 10. Taylor Tatum back in the ball game for the first time in 2 weeks. We didn't get to see him at all a week ago. He's the lone back right now. And you're maybe hearing Frank in the background. Astros just hit a 3-run bomb and have taken a lead over the Rangers. Hand off to Taylor Tatum, who will lower his shoulder and dive forward to near the first down, 19-yard line, and they're going to move the chains. 10-yard gain on the first carry of the game.
And I'm going to go ahead and say this now. If McKinney North stays in this 3-man front against us, I think that's where we're going to make our money at, because I just hadn't seen enough of them in a couple of games that I've watched them to see them be just aggressive up front and be able to stop our dominant run game.
Taylor Tatum, 10-yard gain on first down. He started last week as the leading rusher in the district. He fell to 4th because he didn't play. First down pass this time. That's Ethan Harrison out near the 25-yard line.
Ethan cut it up as soon as he caught the ball here to make a manageable second down here, 2nd and 5 here for the Lobos.
Harrison, who's been quiet, that was just his 5th catch of the year. He got going well, but then the offense kind of moved away from him. And good to see him active and back in it again. Tut coming in, completing 49% of his passes, 9 touchdowns, no interceptions on the year. Fake the handoff. He's got a man open middle of the field. Found him. It's a tight end. Caught at the 50-yard line and down all the way to the 35-yard line. That is Tyreek Tennyson, who got the first tight end catch of the season a week ago. Now it's just a big part of the offense, back-to-back weeks and a big game.
Hey, I know some fans, I know some friends that are happy to see the tight end get involved here. Being that he hasn't caught a pass until last week, you know that wasn't in the game plan. So when they saw us go in the center, they completely missed him on the read, and we were able to get a big game off of it.
Wide open. Tut going to keep this one. He fakes. He took the wrong lane. If he'd have stepped a little bit further right, he may still be running. But he goes for about 5 up to the 30-yard line, and it's 2nd down and 5.
Absolutely. Probably just a little bit of pregame jitters there. He just took it a little bit too fast there. If he would have slowed down, he would have saw his read. It could have got a little bit more on that first down.
So offense started back on the 9-yard line. They're at the 30 now of the McKinney North Bulldogs. Harrison and D.K. Reese to split out. 2 tight end set this time. And they'll hand the ball to Taylor Tatum, and nothing doing as he gets met in the backfield and dropped. That's going to be a loss. And that is their starting tight end, Nate Markovich, who also plays defense. And obviously he was big on that play for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, he was able to beat that block there, beat the puller there. He was able to come right off of them, and he was able to read and react and play fast and be able to make a tackle for a loss there to bring up 3rd and 1.
It looked for a second like Andrew wasn't going to give that ball. Like he was seeing it breaking down, but made a late decision to hand it off anyway. Yeah. Now they'll move Tatum into the slot. 3rd down. Play action again, middle of the field high for D.K. Reese. Had him on the slant at the 21 and just missed him with the high toss, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, threw a fastball on her, and DK, and the fastball ended up being too high. And being that DK is 6'4", he wasn't able to be able to jump up there and catch it.
All right, so on 4th down and 7, sitting at your own or at their 33-yard line, 50-yard field goal attempt from here is probably too long for Montevideo. You don't want to punt, because if you punt it in the end zone, you only gain about 13 yards. So on 4th down and 8, they're going to take a shot at it.
Yeah, you're kind of in no man's land here, so you definitely you're definitely in 4th down territory here.
Tatum again in the slot. He'll be on the left side this time. Tut back to pass. He's got 4 receivers out there, and that one's knocked down at the line. And I tell you what, somebody got a big paw. Isaiah Griffin, who's a 6'3", 215-pound senior, got a hand up and deflected that pass. And that's the end of the drive. But the Lobos flipped the field back over again with 6:49 left to play here in the first quarter. We're still scoreless.
Yeah, he was able to read and react, and knowing that he wasn't going to get to the quarterback real quick, as we had a quick speed out call there. The pass would have been called because he had all types of room under, but it was just an excellent stop right there by the linebacker.
All right, back out comes the offense for the Bulldogs. Jaden Walker, keep an eye on him. 917 yards on the year, 12 touchdowns. He's averaging about 6.5 a carry. He had 275 last week against Lufkin. He's already committed. He's going to Army. Yeah, I think maybe a lineman move. We got flags now. The Lobos reacted like somebody had flinched on the offensive line. It took first penalty of the game.
Oh, yeah, somebody on that right side, they definitely jumped out there too early. And for the Lobos, you got to be happy. You got a good sight. You got Buda Garrett is back in the game for the Lobos.
That is good. He's back at his safety spot. Willie Nelson's actually playing down here at corner. And they'll go back to the ground to Walker. Makes a shifty little move and gets back to the 32-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
This is the backup running back here, and he's a pretty tough load. He's a pretty shifty kid here. He almost got it back to the line that they lost there.
Yeah,
so.
Jacob Turner, excuse me. It was 22, not 26. So Turner for a couple. He got 4. And on 2nd down, Hitchcock looking deep. Powell fighting with Nelson, and there's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, Willie just kind of got himself out of position. He got turned around, so he kind of panicked a little bit there, and so he tried to ride him, and he was just rolling too much there. And unfortunately, that was a pass interference on call against him.
Yeah, they'll tack 15 yards on, and honestly, that looked like it was not going to be catchable. They kind of got tangled up, and I don't know if Willie didn't disengage and turn his head around. That would have been okay.
Yeah, it just kind of looked like he kind of got lazy at the beginning of that route. And once he got turned around or whatever, he just kind of panicked, and he didn't know where the ball was at, and he just rolled him.
All right, so ball's going to move up to the 47-yard line. Each team with a penalty now on this drive. Hitchcock back to the ground. They'll hand the ball. That's Walker across the 50 to the 47 of the Lobos for a pickup of about 6.
Yeah, he was almost able to get a little bit more than that. He got outside, but Willie came in and made an excellent stop there to be able to keep him at a minimal gain.
2nd down and 5. Nobody on the right side at all. They'll fake a handoff now inside, a little toss. That's going to be across the 40 to the 39-yard line. That's Reed Heisel for them.
Yeah, he's their speedster on the outside, and like I was telling you earlier, he's the kid that they'll find ways to give him the ball. So quick.
Actually,
quick
that's the other Powell. That's Brandon Powell who gained that up to the 39-yard line. So gain of 9. Back on the ground they go, and not much doing that time. Well done and strung out. Willie Nelson on the tackle on Walker that time.
Hey, that was an excellent tackle there by Willie Nelson. The Oklahoma State commit there, able to make a tackle against a good Division I running back there to be able to get him in open space.
So a gain of about a yard, maybe 2 at most. 2nd down and 8 now for McKinney North. Ball at the 37-yard line. We're up to about 5 minutes left in the quarter. Pass rush coming, incomplete, middle of the field. Trying to get the ball to Walker, who was being shadowed by Brian Peoples, and now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Excellent read there by Brian Peoples. He saw the running back had like an option route, so he got inside on the linebacker, but Peoples was right there to be able to make the quarterback make a tough throw to bring her up 3rd and long.
3rd down. They've again moved everybody to the short side or near side of the field. Nobody on the far side. Now they'll move a guy in motion. Hitchcock back again, looking middle. Got a guy caught. That's that tight end, Markovich, who's going to take it down to the 25-yard line. Enough for the 1st down and a gain of 12.
Yeah, you don't see them run that play too often. So they picked the perfect time to get it on the 3rd down. Just run him up the seam. Let him find an open spot, and he was able to convert and get a 1st down for the McKinney North team.
That was Markovich's 12th catch. He's got 4 touchdowns in those 12 catches. Now he's got 13, and he gets nothing on that. Lobos did a really nice job of stringing that out, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Oh, yeah, he's a big wide load there. He's a big kid. He passes the eyeball test with his size, so he wasn't going to let the first person take him down easily.
I'll tell you what, Markovich as well, he's got brothers who are playing. He's got a twin in Brandon who's a linebacker. He has 2 older twins that graduated back in 19, including his one of his brothers who was the quarterback who threw 45 touchdowns and 4,000 yards, committed to Syracuse. He's come back and he's at Texas State now, playing quarterback there with his other brother who happens to be the center.
So it's safe to say that he comes pretty tested.
Yeah, they got a football family.
Absolutely, 4 boys in the house, 2 sets of twins. That house, I'm pretty sure, was tore up.
What do you think, Dad? You want to do that? You want to do 2 sets of twins?
I want to do 1 set, but not 2.
All right, 3rd down 9, 24-yard line. Powell in motion. Hitchcock rolling, looking for Powell. Back in the end zone. Boy, what a great catch.
Great catch.
Middle of the end zone. Powell gets both hands up with Willie draped all over him. It's a great throw and a better catch, as well as Willie defended it. That's just an outstanding play by the Bulldogs, and they take the lead with 3:31 left to play in the quarter.
Yeah, quarterback scrambling to his left there, made the perfect throw. He had the defender underneath him, and he just made a throw to only to where his player can go get it, and he's showing you why he's wearing number 1 for a reason.
Trevor Dutton coming on now, the left-footed kicker. Hitchcock is his holder, I believe. Here's the kick on the way. That one's up and good. We're making a 7-0 lead with 3:31 left to play. We're going to stay here during the break because we want to tell you a little bit about the Southerly at Longview, which is Longview's one and only luxury apartment community, complete with new stainless steel GE appliances, quartz countertops, vinyl wood plank flooring, front load washer and dryer in every unit, a cabana-style pool, state-of-the-art 24-hour fitness facility, and I love this. They got a new dog park and dog spa. So if you're looking for a place to take your family, including Fido, they've got all this behind the protection of the gated community. It's the Southerly at Longview. You can find it on East Hawkins Parkway. All right, the opening scoring drive, 10 plays, 72 yards, helped by a pass interference, and then ultimately ending with the touchdown catch from 24 yards away.
Now Longview offense can get a chance to go out there and kind of got the ball moving a little bit. We stalled once we got the ball inside of the 40-yard line here, so we want to look to get ourselves going.
These two met last year was 49-7. Lobos won that running away. It doesn't feel like 49-7 tonight.
No, definitely it's not. You definitely knew that it wasn't going to be that when you looked at the records of both teams. This McKinney North team has rebounded and is a whole lot better than what they were last year.
Well, they were 6-1 when they came in this game last year, but they had really nothing for the Lobos, who got them early and often. All right, here's the kick by Dutton. This one deep and caught at about the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. That is Boosie. If he can get the corner, he's gone, and instead they just get him as they drag him down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it was excellent return there by him. He was maybe a defender away, one broken tackle away from being able to get a whole lot more and potentially getting us on the scoreboard there.
3:24 to play in the first quarter, 7-0. Lobos trailing. Tell you what, Rangers are back at it. They trail 5-4. They got a couple runners on, and they're in the bottom of the ninth, so we're keeping an eye on that. Frank gave me the look. Is it over? Oops. All right, first down and 10. They go back to the I, handoff to Taylor, coming left. Found a little bit of a crease, got himself small, and got under a defender and gained 5 out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he was able to make something out of nothing. He was able to be able to fight and give us 2 or 3 more extra yards there to give us a second and manageable situation.
All right, well, it is final now, much to Frank's unhappiness. 5-4 Astros win. They've got a 3-2 lead in the series now as it goes back to Houston this weekend.
Tough loss there by the Rangers after being up all the way in the 8th.
Yeah, they're up 4-2. All right, here we go. Back to the ground to Taylor. Looking for something up the middle. Again, just sidesteps a block and gets himself very close to the first down. It'll be 3rd down and inches, just shy of the 35-yard line.
Showed great patience there, bringing up 2nd and inches here to bring up 3rd and inches to be able to get this.
All right. We've got 3rd down and short, and I'm getting the volleyball scores. It looks as though the Lobos beat Marshall in 4 sets today. Handoff again to Taylor, and not much. They got him, but he got the first down, and that's the part that matters. Actually, it's Boosie on the carry, not Taylor, excuse me. He grows for about 1.5 yards, 2 yards. He only needed 6 inches, so it's enough for the first down.
Oh yeah, man. He's a little bit smaller in stature than Taylor Tatum, but he's showing he was able to get inside and mix it up a little bit and get the 1 yard that we needed to convert and get that first down.
Got to the 37. A little bit of a change of pace on that. You kind of figure that would be the bigger back Taylor getting the ball, but instead they went to Boosie instead, and they get the first down anyway. Back to the ground again to Taylor. He's coming to the left. He's got some room. He'll get across the 50 to the 49-yard line, but there's a flag down behind the play back at the 37-yard line, and this has a feeling like it's going to go in the wrong direction.
Yeah, and I saw it. He really hooked him there. It was pretty obvious that flag was going to get thrown there. So calling him spade a spade, I saw that holding from up here. So if I saw it from here, I know the ref saw it down there.
So you're legit with it. It's an okay penalty.
That was definitely an okay penalty.
They'll walk it back to the 27-yard line. First down and 20. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Longview trailing at the moment by a 7-0 margin.
This is our first penalty of the night.
Second
penalty. Yes, correct. From the pass interference earlier. So we want to definitely clean those up, especially a game like tonight against this team. They're playing at home. They got a lot of momentum here. You don't want to beat yourselves.
Bucky Stewart in the game. He's in the slot 27. They look his way. Oh, it's actually Harrison. Excuse me. Got Harrison to the 50-yard line, and that's going to be across the line they needed to gain for the first down. Ethan with his second catch of this game. They needed 20. They got 23.
And that was a pretty route that he ran. He ran a little bit of a post corner. He was able to get that first down back. He fumbled the ball out of bounds, but glad it went out of bounds. But we got the first down long before this, so we make do of that penalty, and now it's 1st and 10.
That's a couple of catches for Harrison. Again, he only had 4 on the year, and most of those were in the first couple of weeks of the season. It's been a quiet few weeks. Last week it was DK getting some opportunities. This week it's Ethan. They'll both split out this time on first down. Now it is Mucky Stewart in the game, isn't it? I can't tell who he got in the slide. That is Mucky. All right, handoff going left side across the 45 to maybe the 44-yard line. Will gain 6 as Buster Mumphrey gets his first carry.
Yeah, that was a good first carry for Buster there. Be able to get us into a second and short situation there with the play clock running down, game clock running down to under 45 seconds.
I doubt we'll have 10 ball carriers like we did last week, which was just a crazy number. But it's nice to see that we've got not just Tatum getting all the workload early on. Tut handing off again. Nice little opening. That is Taylor coming out of the slot as he'll get it down to about the 31-yard line. Boy, that's a different gear he moved into when he saw that hole as he picks up the first down.
Oh, yeah. You love to see your running back or any running back or any player for your Lobos. Once they see a hole, they take it and run it, and they explode through it here as we come back up here and try to get another playoff before the end of this quarter.
Yeah, back down to the last 5 seconds. Tut, little option left. Boy, that went nowhere in a hurry. Justin Zdeb stopped that, and that's how the first quarter is going to come to an end. 2nd down and 11 coming up when we come back here on Longview Game Day.
When I was a child, one of my favorite Bible stories was David and Goliath. Sadly, if you or your loved ones are involved in an accident, the insurance company and the lawyers who represent them are Goliath. For over 25 years, myself and my partner, Marty Young, have stood between you and Goliath. The insurance companies know the difference between Godarzi and Young and all others. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
All right, welcome back. Quarter number 2 about to start. Here's how the first quarter looked. McKinney North 5 first down, Lobos 5 first down. 36 yards rushing for the Bulldogs, 43 for the Lobos. They've had 36 passing yards. We've had 69, so 112 yards of offense for Longview, 72 for McKinney, but that 72 included a couple of penalties that got them their first score of the game.
Yeah, a couple of big plays there that the Lobos is giving up here. You definitely want to clean that up. You want to clean that look up here, but the way our offense has been moving the first couple of drives, you have to be happy about that.
All right. 2nd down and 11 after that short loss by Tut to end the first quarter. And we got whistles going before we get going again.
Not sure what the call was there.
The coaches on the McKinney side certainly were all over something. A little clock issue maybe? All right, well, whatever it is, they got it right now. 2nd down and 11. Tight end Mitchell in motion. Hand off to Tatum. There he goes right behind where that tight end lined up. And that's going to be across the 25 down to about the 22-yard line. They need the 21 for the first down, and they'll move the ball back to the 23, so it brings up 3rd down and 2.
And Coach King is a smart man. He's going to stay in that formation. And when you bringing up a power look with one wide receiver and you only got 3 linemen, 3 defensive linemen to stop that, good luck with that. You're going to have to bring a lot of pressure to be able to stop that.
Same exact thing. Tight end in motion, hand off to Tatum. He's got the first down as they hang on by a leg to get him down. That's cornerback Abel Soriano with the tackle, but it's a first down for Longview again inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Taylor's checking out here, so he's getting a little bit of a breather now that we got the ball inside of the red zone here.
Another first down, 6-1 now for the Lobos tonight. Well, they had a massive game last week, 25 first downs. And remember, we were running the clock the whole second half. And they still got 25 first downs.
Yeah, that was very impressive to see that from the Lobos.
Boosie in the backfield, a yard maybe, that's all, to the 17-yard line. They'll call it a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, had his own read there, and Tut just gave it to Boosie. There was nothing going there, so he didn't see anything going for himself, so he gave it up to the sure-handed Washington, and he was only able to get a fight for a couple of yards on that play.
Haven't seen anything from McKinney's defense that makes me feel like they can stop the Lobos.
No.
If Longview can, finish stuff off, it feels like they're going to be okay. Their offense seems to be being able to do whatever it wants to right now. And how about another whistle this time? Longview's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 10-12 to play here in the first half. 7-0 McKinney with the lead. You're watching us here on Longview Game Day.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
In Longview, see your good neighbor State Farm agent Charlene Ingram for your insurance and finance.
We welcome you back. 10-12 to play in the first half. 7-0 Lobos trailing, but they are driving. 2nd down and 8 coming up at the 17-yard line of McKinney North.
Coming out in a 2 tight end look here. There's one of them going in motion.
And Buster Mumphrey, the only back. And we're going to do a little reverse to DK Reese, who's looking to pass, decided not to. Gets a block from Tut, and he's going to fight his way into the end zone. And how about the quarterback? 15 yards downfield, makes a great block, but first we start with a great decision by DK.
Yes. It
was an option for an offense that we call constantly. We see people saying, oh, they're boring, they're bland, they don't. Tell you what, Chris Valerie pulled one out of his hat with a reverse pass, but instead DK runs 17 yards for the touchdown, and we're a point away from tying it.
Excellent play call there by the Lobos to be able to get us on that board. And that play doesn't happen, that touchdown doesn't happen without the excellent block of your quarterback, Andrew Tut there.
The kick on the way, Anthony Monsalves ties it up. 10:03 left to play in the first half. We'll take a timeout. You're watching us here on Longview Game Day. 11 plays, 75-yard drive. They matched the 10 and 72 by McKinney and one-upped it. It ends with a 17-yard touchdown run for DK Reese, his first touchdown run of the season. Monseveus with the kickoff. This is a line drive that's going over the head and just got in the end zone. Tell you what, that was a dangerous little move there by Keith N. Davis, who was watching it and almost got in a bad spot if that ball didn't spin into the end zone the last couple of seconds.
Yeah, kind of got itself bailed out there as it slowly bounced into the end zone. So it makes them to be able to have to start the ball on the 25-yard line.
All right, you've seen this a bunch, Keaton. When have you seen that play?
Man, not a lot. And I guarantee you, I know one person that's upset when if he's watching this game right now, and that's Jalen Hill. He's probably wondering, man, what was that play call there when I was playing?
If they called it, Jalen would have been in the end zone they would have been trying to throw to.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, back to defense. First down. Lobos tying this game up. They'll hand the ball on first down. Ball came up, and I think the runner was already down. And that's what the officials are going to say as well.
I got to agree with that. I say the ball was down. But from up here, yes, you would have seen the ball squirt out like that. You would have loved to have seen it been live.
That was Jacob Turner, not Jaden Walker on the carry. So gain of 4, second down and 6. To the ground, they're going to go again. Oh, man.
Excellent stop there by Zarius Shepard. Being able to get the tackle for loss there.
The X-Man comes across and makes the tackle. That's going to be a loss back to the 27-yard line. This Turner goes backward 2 yards, and now brings up third down and 8.
Coach Berry is cooking up something on this defense right now to be able to get us a stop here on this third and long to get us the ball back, hopefully.
All right, third down, look for the pass rush. Keep your eye on 81, Jamerson Derensburg. Here comes Hitchcock. Boy, Derensburg was getting close. He finds a man, and they're going to get the first down across the 35-yard line. They got Cam Powell in space, and he got him enough for the first.
Yeah, they threw a screen out there, threw a screen look there, and they was able to come up short. It's fourth down.
Oh, he stepped out just before the 35.
Yeah, fourth and short here, and they're going for it.
Wow, they actually marked him back to the 33 where he stepped out.
I wonder, do they know this fourth down here? Because this can be a big-time stop here. If you Longview on the defensive line, you definitely don't want to jump off sides.
Well, no look that they're going to do anything different. Turner's still the back. They don't have Walker in there on fourth down and 2. Hitchcock under center on this one, looking to try to draw the Lobos off, it looks like. I don't know that they're legit about going to snap this ball.
No, it doesn't look like it.
Longview. They did. Boy, oh boy,
he's definitely stopped there. He did not convert and get a first down.
That's a bizarre call. That was not 4th and inches. That was 4th and a legit 2. And they tried to run their 6'4", 215-pound quarterback like they needed to get 6 inches for a first down. And the Lobos defense is going to get a stop, and they're going to get a short field for the offense to work.
I mean, thank you, McKinney North. You just gift wrapped it up of us a present here. So, yeah, definitely be on the lookout for something big here for the Lobos to try to get us up with our first lead of the game tonight.
That one made no sense at all.
None.
And I don't question other coaches and what they think they've seen, but Longview's defense was stacked at the line. They had their best running back out of the game, and they go quarterback sneak on 4th and 2. They didn't get the tush push like the Eagles are doing. Hand off to Taylor Tatum on first down as he'll spin inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line for a gain of 5.
And going back to that play, I think their best opportunity was instead of trying to make us jump off sides was to go ahead and go for it right then instead of letting us regroup. We see that the play clock was down under 5 seconds, so if you're going to snap the ball, you were going to snap it when it get close to 1, and so by that time, the defense, you're going to tee off and just go forward.
Second down and 5, again to Taylor Tatum, and again, boy, he's high-stepping his way into that line, just using those legs to drive himself forward, and that's going to be a first at the 22.
Yeah, that was all effort on that play. Wasn't a lot going on. There was no hole really there for him to hit and explode through. He just put his head down and he just fought as hard as he can, and he ended up with a first down on that carry.
8 minutes to play in the half. Lobos looking to try to get the lead for the first time tonight. They'll mark it at the 21-yard line. Tatum in the eye. We're going to fake it to him. Tutt rolling, he's in trouble, gets it out of there, and I don't know, just a little bit short. As they tried to run the wheel route, the pressure was in Andrews' face, and he couldn't get rid of the ball with enough mustard on it. And as a result, it's an incomplete pass. But again, they are going into the playbook and pulling out some stuff we haven't seen the first 7 weeks.
And the play call was perfect. The execution wasn't. The offensive line wasn't able to seal up them from being able to get pressure on Tutt. He couldn't step into that throw, especially throwing it across his body, across the field. He wasn't able to step in, and his throw just came up short.
Keep an eye on number 7 for McKinney North. He was not happy after that play. Handoff to to Washington as Boosie gets inside the 15-yard line down to the 14. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 3.
And if you're Coach King in the Lobos, I would definitely look at running the ball here. I feel like we're in 4-down territory if we don't convert on this. So, yeah, it looks like you got us a good look here. You look like Tatum is going to get ready to take the play call here. So look for a little wildcat action.
Yeah, looks like it. They're also bringing in Derensburg to play on offense as well. He was tight end last year. They bring him in as a 3rd tight end. Direct snap to Taylor Tatum, goes behind Mumphrey, still going down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Longview.
He needed 4. He looked like he got double that and looked like he got 8 or 9 yards there to bring up 1st and goal for the Lobos.
They went with the Lobo version of the jumbo package. 3 tight ends, no quarterback, and just let Taylor go. And they're going to same package here again. We're going to test your mettle. Taylor looking for a little space, hurdles a defender. He's down to the 1. He'll spin into the end zone, but they're going to call him down just shy at about the half-yard line.
Pace. Coach King looks like he's content with this group that he got in. He's looking like he's yelling probably the same thing, running down their throat again.
Yep. Well, we talk about some things that are disheartening for other teams when they know what you're going to do and they can't stop it, especially when it's like run up the middle. Yeah. We're going to push you back. Here we go. 2nd and goal from the 1. Tatum up the middle, got stopped. Now he's in for the touchdown.
A little bit of a push there is all we needed, and that puts us on the board there and puts us in the lead 13-7. Touchdown Lobos, Taylor Tatum.
Taylor with his 12th of the season. He now has 62 touchdowns, and that is his 55th rushing. He's now 2 behind Caden Meredith for the school record. 5:55 to play in the half. Anthony Monteveas on for the point after try. 13-7 Lobos. They got the short field. How about going for 2? Tutt going to take it in himself. He catches the snap and takes it in for the 2-point conversion. I don't even know what team I'm looking at right now.
Hey, Coach King, that was a design play call there because that hole just parted like the Red Sea and caught it and took off running for it and was able to get the 2-point and convert to bring us up by 8 now.
We'll take a break. We're coming right back. It's 15-7 Lobos here on Game Day. Lobos finish off a 7-play, 33-yard drive. 1-yard touchdown run, Taylor Tatum. 2-point conversion, Andrew Tutt. Let's see, Tutt has blocked for a touchdown, scored a 2-point conversion after a touchdown, and the Lobos have an 8-point lead.
Guess what? I guess next drive he's going to catch a pass.
You say that, and I'm about to go to Vegas if you call that right. Short Poochie punt this, or kickoff this time. It 1 hops. Lobos are there to cover it, and oh, man. Nothing doing that time. They decided to try it a little bit different. Instead of banging it to the end zone, they let Keith and Davis have to try to figure it out after a bounce, and it'll be the Lobo defense coming out with the ball sitting at about the where are they going to put this? A 16-yard line?
was perfect execution there. 16-yard line is correct. That was perfect execution there by your special teams. They're showing you that the third phase of the game is also just as important as offense and defense is too.
All right, with 5:49, and remember the Lobos deferred after winning the coin toss, so they will get the ball to start the second half as well. And right now, they feel very good about themselves.
Yeah. And if you're Longview, while we got this break in the game here, you want to, on this drive defensively, you want to be very, very careful to not give up a big play here. McKinney North right now is needing a big play here in the worst way because this feels like they're not able to stop our offense at all, as we've had 3 drives that we've drove and only scored on 2. But the defense, you want to be able to keep them out in front of us, watch the screens, watch anything up the middle, and just watch number 1 and number 12 and 26. Those 3 guys that I mentioned earlier, those are your 3 keys this drive here to be able to come out and being able to make them punt.
Lobos bring in 280-pound sophomore Kristen Williams to play at nose on this first down play. Still got a little delay going. I think we may have a chain issue. Yeah. We're trying to repair the chains. That's got us with a bit of a delay. At halftime, of course, both schools' bands will be out here performing. We want to say, I know they didn't win today, but a great season for tennis this year. Yeah. They finished off their year today. Unfortunately, team tennis didn't get to advance beyond the regional, I believe it was the regional semis they were in, regional finals they were in. Lost there today, but what an outstanding year for team tennis. And I believe basketball's out on the court now. Didn't practice start officially this week?
They did this week, yeah. And if you're the tennis team, I know losing sucks, but you have no reason to hang your head down. You made the Lobo community proud of you. And from one Lobo to another, congratulations on a successful season.
No question. All right, here we go. First down with 5:49 left to play in the first half. Hitchcock, the quarterback, going back under center now on first down. Well, no, I take that back. He's back at shotgun. Handoff on first down, and nothing doing. Boy, that defense. We just mentioned Kristen Williams, and he was in the middle of that as well. And there is nothing for Jaden Walker, and it's going to bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, he was tackled there by a host of Lobos. He wasn't able to get in and being able to get nothing for no gainer there. Second and 10 there, and they coming up into a bunch formation. Last time they ran this in the last drive, they came up unsuccessful here. So let's look to see. Hopefully we can get it again.
Second down and 10. Hitchcock back to pass. Looking. He's in trouble. He'll dump the ball off. That's Markowitz, at tight end, who does what I watched film on them this week, and that is what he does. Yeah. He starts as an H-back back in the backfield. He'll delay, and then sneak out. He's not going to get big yardage, but he gets in that place 10 yards and a first down.
That looked like a little backyard football there. He was just able to find him because nothing was open down the field at all.
Walker getting a little space. He goes across the 30 to the 32. It'll be second down and 4.
6 yards on the play by Jaden Walker. Chase Smith on the stop.
This is the best the offense has looked for them in a minute as they get a little momentum going back in the other direction. Second down and 4. Again, working on pace. They give it to Walker, who manages to slip through there and get a couple before he is taken down at about the 34-yard line. On the tackle that time was Javion Robertson.
Yeah, was able to get them in the third and short situation here. So they're definitely needing to convert as they have their stud receivers on the left side of the screen here as the running back is under gun.
Yeah, they're playing their version of the shotgun, and nothing doing. Oh my goodness, that Lobo defense again. Buda Garrett fast across the line of scrimmage. He and I believe Robertson again in there to make the tackle, and that's going to bring up fourth down as they lost about another half yard. Walker couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage, and here's fourth down again in a couple.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, if you think you're going to bounce outside against our defense, I guarantee you that answer is going to be wrong.
Boy, this is a risky thing right here. Lobos trying to get their personnel off the field and just do. Fourth down and 3. They're going to get the ball to a little quick toss inside. They didn't get the 35 again. And again, they're going to be stopped short on their side of the field. They ran that little man in motion and then that little quick toss to him. That's Jacob Turner. He stopped at the 35-yard line, and the Lobos are getting it back again with a short field. And right now their coaches are killing him.
He's a clear half-yard short there. It brings the ball, gives the Lobos back in the ball on their side, in their territory. So they're looking to extend this lead out even more here. Yeah, and you're right, Chuck. The McKinney North head coaches or the McKinney North coaches is just, they're beating their team right now.
Yeah, they really are. And I don't know if they just have some aversion to, if we punt, we can't stop them, and so we're going to take a lot of risks right now. That may be the way they're approaching this. But they've given the Lobos a short field again. Taylor Tatum in the backfield. It's already 15-7. We've got 3:25 left to play in the half. How about Taylor? The 20 makes a cut, and it will get to the 15, maybe the 14-yard line for a gain of 21.
And what was most impressive about that run, they had 9 players in the box, and he was still able to explode and get a big first down there. So coach doesn't care what type of look you're giving him, no matter how many players you're going to put into the box. He's going to stay true to his MO. He's going to run that ball, and he's going to run it down your throat. He's going to prove that his team is more physical than you are.
Well, I'll tell you what, the guys on the edge are doing a great job sealing. Taylor got to break that outside and had nobody for 10 yards. First down at the 14-yard line, 2:52 left to play in the half. Back to the ground. Inside the 10, that's Boosie, who picks up about 7, and it's second down and 3.
Again, excellent there, excellent call there about the running game, as we were able to explode and pick up 6 or 7 yards there.
Clock stops 2:38. Now they'll wind it back up again. I don't know why they stopped it.
Boosie had to check out of the game there. His helmet and a few other things, I guess, came out.
So they got him down at the 8. Second down there. Taylor back in the backfield. Hand it to him. Tried to go outside, then back inside. Oh, a little do-si-do move, and he dives down to the 1-yard line. And Brandon Markovich, I think, is trying to figure out where did he go.
Yeah, and watching film, man, as a guy, call a spade, he missed a lot of tackles just like that. And Taylor just adds him to the list there. Taylor made him miss in the phone booth. That was an excellent juke move there to be able to get him outside, leverage, and he cuts right back inside.
First down and goal now, and if you're the Lobos, you want to take a bunch of this clock off. 1:50 left to play. They go back to Taylor, lone guy in the backfield. He's going to get another touchdown as he walks in from 2 yards away. Forget taking the clock. We'll take the points. It's 21-7 with 1:43 to play in the half.
Yeah, a little temperance flare. The flags has been thrown there. We had a little scramble there after that play, but that was easy there for the Lobos. Coach Kings has found something that he's liking. He's going to ride it until you stop it.
Now, so far, the Bulldogs have not shown that they can stop it, and they are in a real dangerous spot right now. With 1:43 left in the half, they're going to get the ball one more time. If they don't get points, we got a little offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. It should be after the play, and they are. So we'll just get the point after. Both young men are going to be admonished. Don't do that, and we'll keep playing. I was saying, however, that the Bulldogs have 1:43. If they don't score of any kind and Longview gets it back to start the second half, this could be a rout. Monsaveas with the point after try. That's good. 22-7, 1:43 to play in the half. We'll take another timeout here on Game Day.
I am Emily Kidwell-Ramey, owner of SIG Ramey Insurance. Thank you for voting me Best of East Texas 3 years in a row for Insurance Agent. I am an independent agent. I shop the market for you. I specialize in home, commercial, auto, and life. Insurance is foreign to most people. You have to have an agent that is going to look out for your best interests and the coverages that you may not know that you need. If you do not have an insurance agent that is working for you, I would love for you to contact us. We're located on Judson Road. Just look for the green door or call me at 903-235-5658.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Juicy's Taco.
All righty, 1 points thanks to McKinney's continued inability to convert on 4th and short on their side of the field. And now with a 22-7 lead, you got a lot of things you can do if you're John King. Acevedas' kick, he's gone deep, he's gone short. This one he drives down to the 10-yard line. And it will be returned across the 25 to the 29-yard line. And that is where, with 1:36 left to play in this first half, the Bulldogs will get one more shot at it.
Yeah, and you got under a minute left, so you know they're going into a hurry-up, 2-minute style offense here. So Longview, the defense, you want to keep everybody in front. You practice this every Wednesday and Thursday during the period, the Mayday period. So this is nothing that should come out of surprise for you guys.
You would expect pass rushers are going to be licking their chops right now. First down, they'll put 3 receivers out in their formation. Hitchcock on first down, play action, look in middle. Got a guy that's cut outside instead, caught near midfield, breaks a tackle, and carries Willie Nelson with him out to about the 44-yard line. Didn't do a good job coming up and tackling that time, and it's going to be a big gain on first down.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what kind of defense we was in that time here. I don't know if it was a man look, because the corner at the top kind of stayed with his man as he ran a hitch. He had a hitch, and it was a corner route that was ran behind him by the number 2 receiver.
All right, so ball's going to be sitting at the 43-yard line. They'll run a little reverse to Walker, and the Lobos sniffed that from the get-go. No gain, 2nd down and 10. Clock running now.
I don't understand that run call there as they settle for a timeout here.
Well, I get it in the fact that you think the defense is just going to be backing up, and you get a chance maybe to get something happening there. So quick timeout here with the clock stopping at 1:14 to play in the first half. And what we'll have is 2nd down and 11 after the timeout. So Longview's got 2 timeouts left. Now McKinney North has 2 timeouts left as well.
Yeah, it took, like you were saying earlier, trying to maybe get them, kind of catch them off guard here. The running game really hasn't worked too much for them all night long. One thing that they live off of is explosive plays, explosive running plays, and we've just been kind of keeping them contained and bottled up all night long here. And so just to be 2nd and long, or to be your 4th, 5th possession of the game here, I would think that you definitely be trying to score, trying to throw as many passes as you can.
Let me give you this for this Lobo defense. How many yards did Jaden Walker have last week? 275?
Yeah.
He has 29 on 11 carries here in the first half. Lobo defense smothering the running game. 2nd down and 11, 1:14 left, and we got whistles again before we get started. And there's a flag again, and boy, Nate Markovich not happy about the pre-snap false start penalty. It'll put him back 5 more yards.
Yeah, 2nd and 16 there. Definitely, you definitely got to throw it deep, or maybe even have a screen called here.
Well, you got 4 downs. Yeah. We know that. They've got 1:14, so the Longview offense isn't going to have much time if they don't convert. You're playing with your whole repertoire, and you still have 2 timeouts. You can stop the clock. So on 2nd down, Hitchcock back to pass. Rolls, got a man. That's caught at the 47 and taken down to about the 40, maybe the 39-yard line, and he stays in bounds. That's good news for the Lobos as the clock should keep running. That's Tyler Blackman on the reception.
Yep, excellent tackle there to be able to keep him in bounds to make that clock keep rolling. The defense, they was able to just rally in front of him and just make a tackle there as the game clock is under 50 seconds now.
They gained 10, so it's 3rd down and 6 at the 39-yard line. Everybody's to the left this time. Hitchcock looks that way. They'll set up a screen and misses it. He had Walker that was going to be his screen target, and he broke the play off early, and that's incomplete. You're pointing down. Is there a flag I'm missing?
No, I was pointing at Billy Smith, the defensive lineman there. He read that, and he made that quarterback throw it to where the running back wasn't going to be at. That's one of your interior, your big-time leaders on the defensive line, and he snuffed that out and was able to make an excellent play there on 3rd down.
Hitchcock's 9 of 12 for 92 yards.
And I'm not sure what we got going on here. Oh, I think we got a flag here for legal man downfield. So I think coach is going to decline it here because that brings up 4th down.
Now it's yeah, you're right. 4th and 6 right now if you don't take the penalty with 37 seconds. We're shifting guys in and out again as Chris Wilder goes out. Isaiah Horton comes in. They've been flip-flopping back and forth. Yeah, so they'll decline the penalty. It'll make it 4th down and 6. So here we go with 37 seconds left, and there's a lot of disarray out there for McKinney North, it feels like right now.
Oh, yeah. They've been 0 for 2 so far the last 2 drives on 4th down. Let's see, can we make them go 0 for 3, especially with the half coming to an end.
Hitchcock, and again we got whistles, and I think the Lobos want to take a timeout. Yeah, they do.
And that's fine there. That's a smart thing to do.
All right, we're going to take a quick break as well. We'll come right back. It's a 22-7 lead with 37 seconds left in the half here on Game Day.
The Longview ISD Foundation is a nonprofit community organization that requests, receives, maintains, and uses funds to maximize the quality of education for all students in Longview ISD. The Longview ISD Foundation supports LISD educators through 3 grant programs: the Great Rewards for Great Ideas grant programs, the Campus Initiative grant, and the John W. Harrison Jr. Academic Field Trip grant. Each of these grants funds innovative programs and teaching materials that extend beyond what the district provides, enabling dedicated educators to provide the very best learning experience for their students. Now in its 28th year, the Longview ISD Foundation has returned more than $1 million to Longview ISD while awarding over $180,000 in scholarships to Longview High School seniors.
Thank you! All right, welcome back. 4th down and 6 now for McKinney North. Pretty important play in this game, you kind of feel. Hitchcock back. He's got some time pressure coming. Gets a man. That's that tight end Markovich. He's going to have a 1st down at the 31-yard line as hanging on. Brian Peoples makes the tackle.
Yeah, that was a big-time conversion for the McKinney North team because they need points before half.
And they'll spike the ball down to stop things with 25 seconds left to play in the half, so they don't have to burn a timeout here.
That's a long time to take off the clock there, too, being that you got 2 timeouts left there. That bowls in our favor, honestly.
2nd down and 10 then on the spike into the ground incomplete pass.
And if you think about it, where he's spiking it from, it could be almost intentional grounding, right?
I guess. I mean, I think. I guess. I don't know.
Well, you see where he's spiking it from the gun.
Yeah. Powell in motion. Hitchcock going to roll to his left. He's got pressure coming. He steps up and makes a throw. He's got a receiver open. At the 5-yard line, he dropped it. Oh, my goodness gracious. The receiver had a touchdown in his sights. That's Brandon Powell, who turned thinking, I just got to beat Thomas Rowell to the end zone and I'll score, and he dropped the ball.
That was your definition of running before you catch the ball. He gift wrapped the Lobos a gift there by not catching it. That ball was that was a touchdown if that was any other time of the game.
You got to be impressed with Hitchcock. I mean, that's a roll left, step up with pressure in your face, got a receiver and put it on the money on a long throw across the field and got it right there. Here's 3rd down. He's back to pass and again being flushed. He's going to have to run this time and steps out of bounds at the 20-yard line with 10 seconds left. Hitchcock on the year, 66% passer, just about 1,400 yards, 15 touchdowns, and just 1 interception. He's also a pretty good runner, 230 yards on 42 carries. He has not run so far tonight. That's the first one.
Yeah, he had pressure in on him. He had a receiver. He couldn't wait on him to see what he was going to do, but he did the best job he could, and he's not causing any turnovers. He's not beating himself or beating his team there with his stat line as you just read off.
All right, 1st down and 10 with 10 seconds left. Lobos just need to keep him out of the end zone. And how about another timeout? Longview going to take their 3rd timeout. We'll keep it here during this one. And by the way, we want to remind folks, early voting for the LISD bond election will start this coming Monday.
Yes, Get those ballots cast and voices heard, Longview.
And be sure to visit www.lisd.org/bond to get the facts. No matter whether you're for the bond or against the bond, you need to be informed and you need to do your duty and vote.
Absolutely.
We remind you that. Election day is coming up in November. Early voting starts on Monday.
Let's go Longview.
All right, well, you got first down, you got 20 yards to defend and 10 seconds. Now, there's still 2 timeouts in the pocket of McKinney North, so they can use the middle of the field and use their big tight end and try to get it even closer and maybe lob one up in the end zone at that point in time.
That is correct there. So you definitely, with this cluster look, with this bunch look here, you definitely look to try to somebody to run a corner route or somebody to try to get outside, and definitely watch that H-back try to scream up the middle.
All right, here we go. Fake the handoff. Hitchcock in trouble, will throw. He's throwing deep into the end zone, intercepted. It's picked off in the end zone. It's Thomas Roel with another pick. He got one at the end of the game last week. He's going to get one at the end of the half today. With 4 seconds left in the half, the threat is mitigated, and the Lobos stop the Bulldogs again.
That was an excellent stop there by the Lobos to cap off an excellent first half that they played on both sides of the ball here, and that's going to bring us down to a kneel down here. We definitely going to take this lead, and we get the ball back to start the second half.
Well, that is a gut punch for McKinney North. A score there and cutting this to a 1-score game going into the locker room. You walk in with a little bit of puffed up chest. We're back in this. Now you're going to have to walk off the field knowing you're down 2 and Longview's going to get the ball to start the second half, and you're not puffed up right now walking off the field.
No, not at all here. Now you're wondering what can you do to get your team back going into this game here. You drove the ball down, had a chance to get points, but came away unscathed.
Here's how the stats look at the end of the first half. 9 first downs for McKinney, 13 for Longview. 55 yards rushing on 19 carries for the Bulldogs. Longview, 24 carries, 145 yards on the ground. McKinney North's got 10 receptions for 100 yards. Longview's got 69 yards passing. That is for Longview. 214 yards of offense to 155. But the big problem right now is 4th down conversions. They're 1 of 3. They've got the interception in the end zone to turnover. And Longview's just taking advantage of all those opportunities. They've got a 22-7 lead going into the locker room.
Yeah, other than that big play that they gave up in the second drive of the game, that we had the penalty up for the pass interference and the touchdown pass, it's been all Longview all night long here.
Taylor Tatum, 15 carries, 95 yards, and 2 scores. DK Reese, 17-yard reverse for a touchdown run as well. Everything clicking at the moment for Longview. They didn't score on their first drive. Officially, they won't have scored on their last drive, but they scored on the 3 in the middle, and right now 22-7 is a great place to be if you're the Longview Lobos. All right, band's coming out. That's us talking no longer. Enjoy the Lobo band. You're watching us here on Game Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Longview Independent School District is proud to present to the field for 59 years the 2023-2024 LHS US. Officers this year are left to right, Senior Lieutenant Allison Reed, Senior Lieutenant Ava Wilcox, Senior Lieutenant Hayden Daniels, Junior Lieutenant Jayla Beacon, and in the center, your captain, Senior Emily Gerald. The U.S. will now entertain you with their step ladder routine to make you look. under the direction of Mrs. Debbie McGowan and assisted by Mrs. Meg Lawrence. And now, the 2023 Longview High School Majorettes will perform a dance floor routine to Burn. Last week, the Lobos band traveled to Stephen F. Austin State University, where they competed at the UIL Region 21 marching contest. They were awarded a first division from all three judges. With that rating, the Lobo band earned their state record 74th first division rating at a marching contest. On Tuesday, October 24th, the Lobo band will be performing at McKinney Stadium in Waco for the UIL State Military Marching Championship. And now, under the field direction of drum majors Layla Johnson, Christina Guerrero, and Laney Weber, the Longview Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Longview High School Lobo Band. This is the Big Green Marching Machine. right, Lobo fans. On your feet as the big green marching machine marches the Rockinell off the field. Longview, and Story and Hoover LLP. Thank you for your kind attention to tonight's performance, and as Mr. Brewer always says, go Lobos. North Stars officers from left to right are sophomore lieutenant Campbell Burrow, junior lieutenant Lila Becker, first lieutenant Megan Kilman, sophomore lieutenant Camilla Gonzalez Bonnier, and on the 50, your captain Naomi Sadi. North Star social officers are Isabella Powers and Sabrina Peete. The North Star line officers are Danny De La Fuente and Emma Park. North Star of the week is Danny De La Fuente. Spear Star of the week is Megan Kilman. Manager's choice is Sienna Booth. And the Starlet of the week is Karen Burns. And now, accompanied by McKinney North High School Bulldog Band, here are your 2023 Play for McKinney North High School North Star, performing their Streamer Jazz routine to I'm Still Standing. Let's hear it one more time for your McKinney North High School North Stars. The North Stars are under the direction of Abby Penpraise, assisted by Sarah Goshen, and managed by Taya Walker. And now, please put your hands together for the McKinney North High School Bulldog Marching Band. Drum majors for the McKinney North High School Bulldog Band are Ava Thomas, Anna McCollum, and Summer Hunter. Tonight, we will be performing our 2023 production, Razzmatazz.
And now the McKinney North Band will entertain you with their Hot Shaw Razzmatazz.
member of the week, Ian Martin. Marlin, Color Guard member of the week, Trinity Dumas. Bulldog member of the week, Kennedy Cial. TLC member of the week, Lee Bueller. Section of the week, Color Guard. Then directors are Gary Williams, Connor Vaughn, and Michael Reed. Color Guard directors, Sarah Coffey. Color Guard instructors, Jason Javier. And marching band set is...
And that's how you do it. Great performances by both the Lobos and the Bulldogs marching bands. Appreciate their effort, their time. Tell you what, kids in both the band, the color guard, the whole 9 yards, outstanding. And that's why we love keeping the camera on for you guys during halftime, so you get a chance to see not just the kids that wear helmets and pads and are out on the field for the majority of the time here, but those other kids that put in a lot of time as well during the week, during the month, during the years to be able to perform. They deserve some camera time too.
And a lot of parents, they love to see that. They ask for it, and we bring it to you guys for that reason, because you guys definitely enjoy it. So we hope you guys had a chance to enjoy that halftime performance, and man, it's time to get this thing back off the second half.
We're getting ready. There's no doubt about it. The first half domination by the Lobos. We had talked a little bit about just how good that first half was for Longview. Everything you want. The defense was on its game, gave up one touchdown, which I'm sure they're, I would bet you John Barry, John King, and that staff on the defensive side probably don't even need to get the players juiced up about the fact they gave up that score. They know it, and they don't like it, but they played great the rest of the way.
Oh, yeah, and knowing Coach Barry like I do, man, just giving up big plays like that, he feels like that is on him. If he's just marching up and down the field against you, then that's a totally different story, because then they just actually just punch you in the throat. But if they get a gimmick or get a play off here and there, then he'll take it and say that he got to do a better job of getting you in the right position to be able to make plays. And that's what he's did, because after that play has happened, they haven't yet given up a big play all that first half.
Here's how the scoring went in the first half. McKinney North got on the board first. Cam Powell with a 24-yard touchdown reception from Colin Hitchcock. Trevor Dutton with the PAT to make it 7-0. Second quarter was all Lobos. DK Reese, 17-yard run. Monsevalles' point after made it 7-7. Taylor Tatum with a 1-yarder and 2-yard touchdown runs. We got a 2-point conversion by Andrew Tutt in the middle of all that, and we get a 22-7 lead at the end of the first half. So we're ready for half number 2. Lobos up by a couple of scores. They're going to get the ball to start with, and we're ready to roll.
You want to be heads up right here on the kickoff.
All right, so here's Dutton's kick. This is back to the end zone, and Lobos are going to run it out. And a little stop-start move. Look out, Boosie on the loose again, maybe. It's a risky move coming out of the end zone like that. He had a little stop-and-start move at about the 15-yard line, and he'll bring it out across the 30 to the 33, and that's where the Lobos will start half number 2.
That's a kid that doesn't lack confidence at all. Every time he touches the ball, he thinks, I'm going to the house with it. Nobody's going to stop me, man. And you just got to love that. You got to love that from him. He's definitely dynamic in his own right, and I love to see him touch the ball. I love when the ball is in his hand, because good things usually happen.
Well, if you're going to hang out with Willie Nelson, you better have that kind of confidence, because he sure has it.
Yes, indeed.
All right, the offense coming out for the Lobos. Andrew Tutt at quarterback. Taylor Tatum is his tailback. Tatum 95 first half yards and those 2 scores. He is now 1 touchdown shy of Caden Meredith's all-time school rushing record. First down, we'll give it to Taylor. He'll get to the 34, maybe the 35-yard line for a gain of 2. And here comes a late whistle from way back at around midfield. We'll have a flag that comes in.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they call from where he's throwing it from. Taylor just wasn't able to get anything, as you see some Lobos clapping there, so it looks like it's definitely on them there.
Yeah, so they got a 2-yard run, and looks like maybe a face mask call is what they got.
And the McKinney coach here, he's ripping one of his players as he's running off on the sideline now.
Remember in the first half, I told you keep an eye on number 7. Mm-hmm. That's who that was, Isaiah Griffin, who was not happy about some things that were happening in the first half. He got caught up with one of the Lobo linemen. I'm not doubting if that didn't just happen again.
Yeah, he definitely bought himself a ticket to the bench real quick here while he cooled himself off.
All right, so they move the ball to the 50-yard line. Got a guy deep. Tut going long. Reese back that way. Sees it, catches it. Inside the 15, down to the 7-yard line. There is a flag behind him, it looks like, back at the 47. This is coming back, I have a feeling.
Yeah, but it was an excellent ball there by Tut. He put it to where DK was the only person to go get it. He routed that corner up, and he made an excellent tough catch on against him. But it looks like it's going to be all for nothing as everybody is coming back.
Oh, we got an illegal block called on the Lobos. Looked like somebody blocked low, and so instead of having 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line, looks like we're going to have a 1st and 20 coming up as they'll march this thing backward. That's unfortunate. I'll tell you what, watching that last catch, even though it does not count, you got a lot of a look of what Jalen Hale looked like a year ago. Underthrown ball, coming back to get it. A lot of similarities between number 11 and last year's Jalen Hale. That was a 15-yard penalty, by the way, on the Lobos.
Oh, yeah, and DK, he preached about it. He was patiently just been waiting his turn. You got a superstar receiver in Jalen Hale that's a once-in-a-generation type of talent that come through your program. You know you're going to have to take a backseat a little bit.
So 1st and 25, Tut going to keep it himself on the 1st down carry, and he'll go for 8 up to the 43-yard line to make it 2nd down and 17. Tut has become a running weapon the last month of the season.
Positive run game by him to be able to get some yards back as we're still fighting it with a 2nd and long here, 2nd and about 17 here. So looks like we're going to actually run. I see tight end and our fullback is coming into the game right now.
He comes in as the leading ground gainer on average yards per carry in the district at 13.5. Boosie's right behind him at 11. Back to pass, Tut getting flushed. Here comes another flag. Andrew throws that one away, but I have a feeling they may be walking backwards some more.
Yeah, that's a definitely holding call there. As a defender, he was able to get in our backfield real quickly, and so the offensive lineman there, he just put his hands out because he was trying to protect his quarterback. But they're declining this.
Yeah, they are. Instead of accepting it and moving him back and giving him another shot at 2nd down, they're going to decline it and make it 3rd and 17. And needing to get the ball back. And we're only 2 minutes into the 2nd half. McKinney North certainly pushing them back 10 more yards and giving them an extra play probably makes the most sense. But they're deciding they want the ball as quickly as they can get it. And they give Longview a more manageable 3rd down at 3rd and 17.
Absolutely here.
Reese and Harrison and Tatum all going to split out to the left. Tut back to pass. He's got a lot of time this time. Throws, there's a man there, tipped again, intercepted. Boy, what an athletic play as that one's tipped twice on the interception. And McKinney North's going to get it back. And that is Isaiah Griffin, the guy a few minutes ago got called for a face mask, got berated by his coach on the sideline, and now he comes up with the biggest play of the game for McKinney North's defense as he stops a Longview drive near midfield.
Yeah, that was excellent time for him to come back in the game there. Coach showed him some tough love and took him out of the game, but brought him back right in on the 3rd down. And what he does, he makes a play. He was able to sit right underneath that zone coverage, Tut through his first pick of the season, and he was able to make a play, and right at the time where McKinney North needs it.
That's a good point about Andrew's interception. 1st of the year. So McKinney gets it at the 49. Colin Hitchcock back to pass. He's got more time than we've seen most of the game. Finds Markowitz short. And that will be a gain only to the 46-yard line. Those Lobo linebackers, this time Cason Brooks with the tackle after a gain of just 3 at 2nd down and 7.
Excellent tackle there by him as he was able to make sure that big H-back tight end doesn't get any more yards after that.
Yeah, he gives away about 60 pounds to him. There's Walker on his first carry of the 2nd half, and this is going to be a 1st down at the 35-yard line, and you feel a little bit of life in the Bulldogs now.
Yeah, they're starting to bounce a little bit, especially after they got that 1st down. One of the biggest probably gains of the night running the ball. As the quarterback goes in motion, and now they put the running back in the Wildcat situation here.
11 yards for Jaden Walker. Jet sweep, nothing doing. Jamerson Derensberg, who's been fairly quiet today, This time catches Brandon Powell before he gets going, and that's going to be a loss of 5 back to the 40-yard line.
It was excellent play there by your defensive end, Jamison there. He's been, like you said, quiet tonight, but he's been playing some excellent ball here this last month of the season.
So they'll make it 2nd down and 15 now at the 40-yard line. 22-7 the score, 8.5 left to play in the third. A lot of time for Hitchcock, steps up, and then he got tripped up. And I think he may have either stepped on his offensive line or tripped over somebody, but Derensburg falls on top of him as he's down at the 42-yard line for the sack.
I believe this may be our second sack of the night. Billy Smith there, he was able to come in and make a big stop here to put them in 3rd and long here.
All right, so 3rd down coming up. It's 3rd and 17. Sound familiar? They'll go to the draw. Walker avoids one defender and will get stopped at the 32-yard line. He's still 7 yards shy of the 1st down. There's a combination of Jaden Simmons and Thomas Burrell, I think, in there on the tackle.
And they knew that they was going to go for it on 4th down here, so they elected for a run play, try to catch us running upfield and be able to run off of us, as they got a successful gain here to
about
bring
9 yards.
Yeah, to bring up a 4th and 9, 4th and 8 now.
At the 33. Got a little gadget going here. Back to Hitchcock, tries to throw across the field, and he bounces it in low. Powell can't hang on to it at the 25-yard line, and the Lobos are going to get it back again on another failed 4th down. That one you can't argue with, though.
And that was a design gadget play there, and it almost had me fooled at first, but the quarterback throwing the ball off his back foot just couldn't get the ball up high enough to be able to get the pass off to the receiver, turns the ball over on downs to give us the ball back.
So in effect what happened is 2.5 minutes came off the clock, and the Lobos are getting the ball basically back where they had it when they threw the interception to begin with.
Yes, indeed. You're looking at we almost halfway through this quarter here. So
Bulldogs now 1 of 4 on 4th down attempts tonight. They're 4 of 9 on 3rd. 1st down, 33-yard line to the ground. Buster Mumphrey, and he will, still fighting, and we'll get to the 39-yard line. An effort run by Buster Mumphrey goes for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down and 4, and plays a lot bigger than 5'9", 175 pounds.
Oh, yeah, he's getting stronger and stronger as the year goes on. Every time he runs the ball, he's not going. The first defender seems like they cannot take him down.
All right, so 2nd down and 4. We haven't seen Mason Washington, who ran really well last week as well.
Yeah, he definitely played good. It was good to see him to get back into the action after being injured earlier in the season.
Give it to Taylor. He'll get to the 41-yard line for a gain of 2. It brings up 3rd down and 2. I think this is one of those drives, if I'm Coach King, I would like to grind this thing down the field and make it 29-7 and pretty much put to bed the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you'll take all the air out of their sails if you can just go down here on a methodical drive and just take it down and put points on the board here.
Longview going with a little bigger group as they take out Harrison, bring in another tight end. So 2 tight ends set this time as Mitchell and Tennyson are both in. They're on the right. 3rd down and 2. They'll hand it off to Taylor Tatum. There's a 1st down and more down to the 49-yard line for a 8-yard rip on 3rd down and 2.
Hey, man against man, mano-a-mano running game. Who has the bigger heart here? And right now the Lobos is showing you that they have it. The strength of ours that we're going to run it down your throat, and what are you going to do to stop it? You can't stop us, you're in for a long night. You're going to walk out of this limping out of this game because you're going to be hurt feelings and physically.
108 yards on the evening now for Taylor Tatum on 18 carries. 1st down at the 49, clock rolling 5.5, and we snap the ball left in the quarter. Tut drops the ball on the snap and falls back down on top of it, and we'll make it 2nd down and 10.
For us to get that ball back, you would take it, but man, it looked like there could have been a false start going on there. So for us to get the ball back there, being 2nd and 11 instead of a 1st and 15.
Yeah, that whole thing didn't look right.
No, it didn't look right at all.
All right, so 2nd down coming up. Fernando Longoria. Cedric Wright had been the starter the last couple of weeks at left guard. I think they've got a different left guard out there, if I'm seeing things right. That may be, I got to rethink this because I think they may have moved some guys around. 2nd down and 11. And this is Tutt going to keep it himself. Found a little crease, bounces this outside, and is very close to the chains. This is going to be where did he step out of bounds. They're saying the 42-yard line. That's just about where they need to be, about a yard shy of a 1st down.
Coach King saw something. That was that last drive that we threw an interception out of, that same formation that we came out in. And Coach King probably saw something and made a mental note and wanted to run it on that side. And what he saw was right. He was able to get positive yards there to break up a 3rd and 1.
I'm still trying to figure out who we've got where on the line, because they've got some different guys in there than we typically have had the last few weeks. I'm seeing Cameron Murray lined up at right tackle this time around. Next to him, I think, is Jamarian George. Handoff to Taylor again. Oh, he slipped. He was just getting going. He had the 1st down at the 40-yard line, but he was trying to make a little cut and maybe a little condensation on the field. Tripped him up, and they'll run the clock. We'll get the 1st down, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, he was disgusted with himself, but hey, still get a 1st down off of that, so you live to fight another down.
1st down at the 40-yard line. Taylor coming out, so is his tight end Mitchell. We're going to get Ethan Harrison back in the game, and I think they brought in Boosie as well. They have. It'll be Mumphrey in the backfield. He's the lone back along with Tutt. And off to Buster. He's going outside. He's got room. 1st down, 20-yard line, and tripped up as he goes inside the 20, down to about the 18.
Yeah, that corner, he had to make a business decision real quick. He didn't know what he was going to do, but he was able to get him down by the shoestrings to be able to tackle him down to prevent the touchdown.
Gain of 23 for Mumphrey, who now has 36 yards on 3 carries. Lobos starting to increase the rush numbers, that they're at 206 already on the ground tonight.
And most importantly, we've taken off almost 4 minutes off of this clock with this drive.
Yeah, they're wearing down some defenders. 3 new defensive linemen check in for the Bulldogs on 1st down at the 17-yard line. To the ground to Boosie. Boy, what a quick move. A little stiff arm, and to the end zone he goes. Little magic from Boosie from 17 yards away, and the Lobos go up 28-7.
Hey, man, that's a man that's going to find the camera when he scores. It's showtime when he gets the ball in the open field. Touchdown, Boosie, and I'm here for it. I love it.
I don't know what was more impressive. The little move at the line, the hitting the Jets, the stiff arm. There's about 3 components of that all were big-time plays.
And just seeing it shows you how special he is of a kid at running back, and we're blessed to have him as our backup, in the so to speak.
His 6th touchdown of the season. It makes it 29-7. We'll take it.
For yours. And if you prefer to trade, even better, with massive savings on every new vehicle at Orr Cadillac GMC in Longview.
Lobos go 67 yards in 8 plays to make this now a 29-7 lead. And if you're John King, you start to feel good right now.
Absolutely. You're up 22 against a team that you're tied for 1st place with. It seems like whatever you're dialing up is right, and it is right. So you got to be feeling good. Defense is dialing up pressure. They haven't given up anything since the 2nd drive of the game. They've stopped them pretty much every time that they're going for it on 4th down just about tonight, and want to continue to keep that going.
Take this kick from inside the 5. 35-40. Oh, it's stopped just shy of the 45.
By your kicker.
In there. Anthony Monteveas introduces himself to Keithon Davis and says, you're not going any further. Or as they say on Lord of the Rings, you shall not pass.
Hey, he's tired of kicking. He wants to hit somebody too.
And it looks like maybe this is coming in the other direction.
You got the crowd, you got the Lobo crowd standing up. They're cheering that effort. They love that from your kicker.
Yeah, and they had a penalty.
So all that was for nothing.
They're gonna. He's not going to get credit for the tackle, unfortunately, because a penalty is going to bring this thing way back anyway. and they will set this thing down. It looks like maybe at, inside the 20.
Big time.
Instead of being out near midfield, you're going to mark this thing all the way back to the
10-yard line.
10-yard line, yee.
You're talking about 40 yards of difference.
And it's now not as close a game, but hidden yardage is something that's talked about an awful lot. That's one of those hidden yardage plays that takes 40 yards off the field. There's Walker with no gain, 2nd down and 10. The Lobo defense is now really bowing up.
Oh yeah, they're flexing their muscle. They're showing their might, and they're doing it all night too.
The Lobo defense has given up 68 yards on the ground on 24 carries, less than 3-yard average, and that's actually a bigger number than normal for them. We'll tell you after this play. Hitchcock back to pass. He's gotten a little success on that quick toss and then breaking tackles, and they'll do that again here out across the 20-yard line as Cam Powell makes the catch and gains 11.
Yeah, quarterback completed the pass to the receiver on a quick hitch route. He was able to make some defenders miss and was able to get upfield to get a 1st down.
Lobo defense against the run this year, giving up 1.58 yards a carry. That's stupid. This is week 7.
Yes.
1.5 yards is all you're going to get. Hitchcock back to pass. He's got trouble. He'll toss it long way, but the man was down on his rear end when he caught it, so this isn't going any further at the 25. That was 85 for them. That's their second-team receiver, Tyler Blackman, who gains about 4 on the catch on the rear.
Yeah, Ocho Cinco wasn't going to go any further than that. And once he catches that ball on the ground, he's down.
But I like the effort of get back up and nobody saw me down there.
That was a good try.
2nd down and 6. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Back to the ground they'll go. There's Walker, and he's going to get near the 40, out to about the 39-yard line. That's another 1st down on a gain of 14. See, I jinxed the how good the rush defense has been.
Yeah, be able to find a hole here and there, be able to get some yards.
145 and counting here in the 3rd. 29-7, all Lobos since the 1st quarter. Hitchcock back. Here comes the rush. Got hit as he let go of it. Caught at the 50-yard line. Powell breaks tackle or 2 and then is dropped down at the 41 of Longview. And there's a flag down back in the backfield.
Yeah, that was an excellent catch there by the receiver. He showed his hands. I don't know what he's calling. Personal foul there against us.
Yeah, hands to the face on Jamerson Derensburg. So they're going to add some yardage to this. So they got it up to the 41-yard line of Longview, and now they're going to add some more real estate on for 15 more.
Yeah, it feels like Longview's kind of relaxed a little bit here as McKinney is starting to drive the ball against us here. You don't like it as you see them going into the Wildcat.
All right, so 1st down at the 26. Back to Walker on the Wildcat to the 23-yard line for a gain of 3.
Yeah, they've shown us that look a lot tonight. He hasn't shown that he's going to throw it off of it, so you know when he's doing this, he's either going to be that jet sweep coming in motion or he's going to keep it. He elected to keep it that time as he got a gain of 4 yards.
Under a minute left now in the 3rd. 2nd down and 7. Hitchcock again, handoff Walker. And boy, carries guys with him down to about the 11-yard line. Impressive drive for Jaden Walker, who takes that one down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and he's signaling to his coaches, keep feeding it to him, keep giving it to him. I'm feeling it.
Clock keeps running while that's happening. 30 seconds left in the quarter. Handoff to him again, this time trying to go left. No!
Nothing there.
Lobos blow that one up. Not Chase Smith, but 31 is Kason Brooks who got there first. That'll be a loss back to the 17 as they lose 6 on that one.
Yeah, it was an excellent read there by Brooks there. He was able to read and react and play fast and be able to get a tackle for a loss there. Longview defense had been bending, but they're choosing to not break here as we get ready to end this 3rd quarter here.
1 second left in the quarter. They got the snap off. Handoff Walker. breaks a couple, 10-yard line, spins, falls at the 5-yard line. We'll come back for the fourth quarter where it's going to be third down. Yeah, they need to pay attention. The quarter's over, guys. There we go. Finally somebody saw it. We'll flip sides of the field. We'll come right back. You're watching us on Longview Game Day.
When I was a child, one of my favorite Bible stories was David and Goliath. Sadly, if you or your loved ones are involved in an accident, the insurance company and the lawyers who represent them are Goliath. For over 25 years, myself and my partner Marty Young have stood between you and Goliath. The insurance companies know the difference between Godarzi and Young and all others. We hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
In life, some things just go together, like a burger and fries. And home and auto insurance from State Farm. Combine and save.
Talk to State Farm agent Charlene Ingram today.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today, only at Juicy's Taco.
All right, we are back. We start quarter number 4. We'll have a third down and 4 coming up for McKinney North. They trail 29-7. We remind you, we are back on the air next week. Tyler coming into town, 7:30 start time. Final home game of the year for the Lobos in the regular season. McKinney North next week has to go take on Forney. They'll be at Forney next week.
Yeah, and Tyler High has been playing some ball this year. They've kind of seemed to get their program turned around a little bit, and they're in the thick of things. They're definitely fighting to be able to get into the playoffs here.
They are 5-2 coming into tonight with a 2-2 record in district. Last score that I looked at in their game against Lufkin was back in the first half. We'll see if we can't get an update. Here we go on third down. Handoff Walker, hanging on for dear life. And he's got to get to the 1. He's not going to make it that far in their game. Coming down to the end of the third quarter, Tyler with a 3-point lead over Lufkin at 20-17.
Yeah, that's a big-time game. They're up by 3. Lufkin is seeming to actually start playing better, too, as they took this to McKinney team. They almost scared them and thought that they was going to lose last week.
All right, fourth down again. This has not been a favorable down for McKinney, and somebody moved. They got hit with a false start before they ever got going. And so now instead of it being on the 3-yard line, it's going to be 4th and goal from the 8-yard line.
Yeah, that makes it 4th and longer, and it definitely bodes well for us because, man, you don't have a lot of room to run down here, so you're going to have to get rid of that ball very fast. So definitely look for a fade route or something in particular here. The receiver down here, number 1, he looks locked in and ready. Willie's getting ready too as well.
Yeah, they had a good matchup in the first quarter. Powell beat him. Here goes a rollout to the right.
Oh, that's a legal screen.
Left, and not going to get there. Ball came up short, and that's going to be down to the 5-yard line. And on fourth down again, they failed to convert, and the Lobos are going to get the ball at the 5. You were yelling what?
That was an illegal screen over the play. As the quarterback was rolling to his right, that number 1 just hauled butt and ran into that slot defender that we had. Yeah, he tackled him, and then he threw the ball back because he didn't have time to, and they ended up short. So all of that fussing, it's our ball. Right.
And now it's 1 for 5 on fourth downs for McKinney tonight. And I have a feeling when all is said and done, Kendall Brewer's going to go back and he and his staff are going to look at fourth down play calls. 2 they should never have called in the first place in the first half back on their end of the field. But they've had a hard time dealing with that. All right, from the 5-yard line, how about pick up out to the 19 as Taylor Tatum adds 14 more to his total. He's up to 124 now.
Yeah, he looks like he was definitely trying to explode and take it to the house and try to get himself closer to 200 yards tonight. He was only one. He was about one play away from breaking it, but he puts us in a first down situation as he gets us out of that end zone.
He started the night 186 behind Caden Meredith for second place all-time on the ground. He's at 124 and adding to it right now, so he's coming up on about 60 yards from Caden.
Yeah, I mean, he can get that easily this quarter just the way he's running. If not, then definitely he's going to be able to pick it up at his last official home game next week.
He needed 1,300 to catch Fred Talley.
How many?
1,300 to catch Fred coming into today.
Man, I wasn't expecting that. Man.
He's down under 1,200 right now. But if you got 2 more regular season, and if you can get me 6 playoff games, I got 8 games to get 1,200 yards. That's doable.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's doable.
Yeah, you're right.
2nd down and 5. We'll switch off. It's Boosie back in the game. Uh-oh. 40, 50. Oh, he put on the Jets and gets tripped up. He stepped out of bounds, however, back at the 41-yard line. But Laundry down at the 32, and it looks like this is coming back.
Man, I love this kid, Kelvin Washington, junior running back, man. He is so freaking good, so explosive. When he hits that edge, if he's even with you, he's leaving you. And he almost had a chance to, but that is all going to come back. We got a holding call. It looks like they probably called it on our receivers on the edge.
If you're wondering, oh my gosh, what are we going to do when Taylor Tatum graduates, you got your answer out there.
You got your answer.
Yeah, that's your guy.
Yeah, he's frustrated that didn't count there. He has his helmet off, mad that it just didn't go his way there. But hey, man, you got plenty more ball left to play. You got plenty more opportunity to come. So just keep your head straight, and you'll be fine.
So they called the penalty back at the 32-yard line. So he actually gets credit for 8, and then they'll tack the penalty on for there. So we're going to end up having a 2nd down and 5 now at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, here we go again. To the 40 and tripped up across the 40-yard line. That's Taylor Tatum with the ball. He goes for another, what'd he get? 25 more?
Yeah, you talking about a guy that's getting up, flexing. He's feeling it. He's shrugging everything off. He feels like, man, it doesn't matter what I'm doing tonight. It is my night tonight.
Now the Lobos are beginning to exert their will, as they say, against the McKinney North Bulldogs.
Right, as of right now, we have more rushing yards than McKinney North has total right now. We're looking at 263 rushing yards to McKinney's 247 total yards.
Yep. So we will move back 5 yards after a false start. Trying to keep up with everybody's stats real fast here. It's going so having a long run and then having a penalty and then having to take stuff off and start over again. Taylor right now 154 yards, so he is now 32 behind Caden Meredith. And back to the ground we'll go. This time it's Boosie again. Open field. They found something they like, running left like that. There has not been any resistance, it feels like, at all from McKinney as he goes for another 11.
Yeah, running into your strong side of the field there. You're able to bounce it outside. I think that's 3 straight times that we've been able to do that. And, man, that's another 1st down. So we're definitely taking the energy away from them as they have their hands on their hips. You know they're getting tired of this whooping.
And I got to change that. It actually was 16. I forgot the 5-yard penalty. So Boosie goes for 16 more. Him on the night now, he's at 52 on 6 carries. He could get 100 tonight as well.
Absolutely.
The way this is going. Ball's at the 42-yard line now. 1st down, a little over 9 minutes left in the game. Again, a handoff to him, and boy, he just lowers his shoulder and drives forward down to the 36-yard line for a gain of 6 more.
Yeah, that was a good, tough run there. And once he realized he wasn't going to be able to break it or bounce outside, he put his head down and he got himself some positive gain to bring up a 2nd and 5.
Lobos on the ground, grinding this out. They're approaching 300 yards on the ground tonight.
Big time there for the Lobo program.
McKinney's defense coming in was only giving up 139 on the ground a game. In fact, they were giving up a total of 298 a game. The Lobos are well past that. Handoff again. They're going to sweep left again, and the ball pops out and goes out of bounds.
That's actually his helmet.
Oh, it was his helmet.
That was his helmet. So he had to give it up real quick. He couldn't play any longer as he had to
Well, I saw that rolling back. I thought that was the ball that shot out of there. I've not seen a helmet shoot out of there like that.
Yeah, and that's definitely a 15-yard penalty there.
Yeah, so where the ball stopped would have been the 37-yard line. But, yeah, here comes the face mask call, and so they're going to tack 15 yards onto that. It'll be first down Lobos at around the 22.
Yep, that was one of those you don't see often. You just ripped it off.
Yeah.
You thought it was the ball.
That's right. I mean, for a second, that's what that looked like. The ball rolling back there towards the sideline. It's a first down at the 22. And Tutt's going to go over to the sideline. I think we got an official's timeout.
Yeah, they're going to rethink these here. As you don't want to take, he didn't want to take another penalty here.
All right, we're going to take a break. 8:08 left to play in the ball game. 29-7 Lobos. Quick timeout here on Longview Game Day.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
All right, welcome back. A little referee timeout to let emotions cool down a little bit, which can easily get out of control, and somebody can certainly get hurt. Hey, real quick recognition for the coaches on the offensive side tonight. We'll come back and see the defense later on, but Chris Valerie, Oscar Wilson, Jalen Claiborne, Chad Hancock, Spencer Bourne, CJ Luttinger, and David Ashley. Again, great plan, great execution. And the Lobos are well on their way if they can finish off the last 8 minutes of qualifying for the playoffs yet again, keep the streak going, and getting closer to claiming another district title.
Absolutely. And when you plan your work and you work your plan, success is going to come from it. So shout out to the coaches for this excellent game plan that they put tonight.
Boosie in the backfield. Kelvin's next to Andrew Tutt. He'll get the handoff, this time sweeping right. They were ready for left. He went right instead. Spins and goes down to the 1 yard line. John King just crossed him up just a little bit. Left. Oh, let's go right.
Yes,
boom. First and goal at the 1.
Hey, he feels like a magician right now. Whatever he's throwing out there is going to work. He's showing you one way, but then he lowers you to sleep and comes the other way with it.
Kelvin now with 8 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. Make it first down and goal. Now remember, Taylor Tatum is 1 touchdown shy of catching Caden Meredith for rushing touchdowns. He's already the total touchdown leader. He's not in the game.
Make his defender or spin off a couple of tackles there to be able to get to the pay dirt again. Once he gets to that goal line, once he smells it, he is not going to beat them.
Went 95 yards in 8 plays, got helped by a face masking penalty. And here's the point after Anthony Monsaveas. That's up and good. And the Lobos on their way, 36-7. 7:05 left to play. We'll take a quick break. We're coming right back to game day.
I am Emily Kidwell Ramey, owner of SIG Ramey Insurance. Thank you for voting me Best of East Texas 3 years in a row for Insurance Agent. I am an independent agent. I shop the market for you. I specialize in home, commercial, auto, and life. Insurance is foreign to most people. You have to have an agent that is going to look out for your best interests in the coverages that you may not know that you need. If you do not have an insurance agent that is working for you, I would love for you to contact us. We're located on Judson Road. Just look for the green door or call me at 903-235-5658.
All righty, the Lobos with a 36-7 lead. I know you don't have but a couple more minutes with you up here because you got to go down to the field, but what are your thoughts?
Man, I am extremely happy for us to come out and play like this, especially on the road against a formidable playoff team like this in McKinney North. Man, once we tipped the ball off, we had a few things that didn't go our way, but man, we answered the call and we answered the bell, and man, I'm walking away very, very impressed with this performance tonight.
Short directional kick. Monteveas' kick will hit at the 23, and here we go to the 50, and pushed out of bounds, Lobos side of the field, as Keithon Davis has his best return of the night. 6:59 left in this game. And one more time, the Lobos defense gets to come out and continue to hold on to this 7 points only that they've given up. I recognize the offensive coaches, the defensive coaches, John Barry and his guys, Josh Rankin, Scott Hart, Brandon Bonds, Pat House, outstanding again.
Yeah, man, and they have done this year in and year out, game in and game out, week in and week out. They have been nothing short of phenomenal, and tonight they just prove again that, this is probably the strength of our team here is this defense. Yeah. And so they have answered every single call every single week, man, and I love it.
If you're John King and you start the year and you're being told you're going to be able to run the football and you're going to be able to have an outstanding defense, do you need much else? I just need a quarterback doesn't make many mistakes and can keep things mixed up if I need it. Andrew Tutt has been that and more.
Yeah, Tutt. Got hats off to him. He's a kid that's been playing better and better each week. He's running the ball with a lot of confidence, and he's starting to sling it too as well. So hats off to him. Hats off to this whole team, man. They seem to be rolling at the right time, and they're playing their best ball right now.
Short catch to McAveyich again. He is the safety valve for Colin Hitchcock. If you're seeing him having to go to that tight end, you know you're doing your job down the field.
Absolutely. And he's a big target there. He passes, like I said earlier, he passes the eyeball test because he has a height.
They got him again on the sack, and there is Zarius Shepard again. He and Derensburg were basically going to meet at the quarterback. Zarius just got there a beat sooner, and they sack Hitchcock back to the 41-yard line. Third sack of the night from the Lobo defense.
Yeah, that was a big sack from Mr. 5'5" there. He was able to get in and meet the quarterback in the backfield to bring up a big 3rd and long.
You know the old David Lee Roth song?
No,
I can't drive 55. You can't block 55.
You cannot block 55 is right.
Back to pass, Hitchcock going deep. He's got a man. That's going to be caught by Brandon Powell. Breaks a tackle and gets into the end zone with 5:47 left to play in the game.
Yeah, he was just able to get past that slot corner, and he just ran the seam route, and the quarterback just threw it up for grabs, and he was able to come down with it, make the safety miss, who tried to make a touchdown saving grab, but wasn't able to. Now they're actually going for 2.
36-13. That is the 16th touchdown pass of the year, 17th actually for Colin Hitchcock now, and I think he may have taken over the district lead. And they are keeping the offense out, trying to get to the 2. So 2 would make it a 21-point game. Even the 1 would still make it a 3-score game if you make it 36-14. They're going to try to get 2 here.
Looks like we're calling the timeout.
Yeah, we're going to burn a timeout with 5:47 just because. And so at 36-13, by the way, that drive, quick one for the Bulldogs. They went 3 plays, 42 yards. They got the long kick return, and then they get the touchdown reception by Brandon Powell.
Yeah, here you definitely want to get this stop here. You don't want to give this team no momentum going forward. You definitely got to be careful. You got the ball under 6 minutes to go, so if they're converting this 2-point conversion, definitely look for it. You're gonna want to get your hands team out there to prevent an onside kick off here, and to keep the ball in our possession.
Yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of onside kick opportunities if. All goes right for McKinney. They've got to get the ball back 3 more times after this. So get ready. We're going to see a bunch of that. All right, so they'll come in for the 2-point try now. And again, I'm not 100% sure I would do this if I'm them. It doesn't feel like I got a whole lot to gain from this other than I get it down to 3 plus the kicks.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I would just keep it. I would just kick a field goal and just go from there.
All right, so here they'll try a little reverse ball on the ground. They're not getting any points out of that. A big 92, Kristen Williams falls on that ball. They don't get the point after try, and so with 5:45 left to play in the ball game, we'll take a timeout. 36-13, Keaton Daniels, we're going to say goodbye to you. You're going down to the field to get some interviews. We'll get Frank on a headset, and we'll see you next Friday back at home.
As always, go Lobos.
We can do it right after this onside kick if you want to. Get it out of the way.
Welcome back to Longview Game Day. I am Frank Sides, joined by Chuck Zach, as always. How are you, Chuck?
I'm beautiful. It's good to see you, Frank.
I brought us back a little early from commercial there. I apologize.
You're running the show. I'm just sitting here next to you. All right, we'll have an onside kick. So now we're going to get to find out just how good Trevor Dutton is at doing that. Because he's going to be asked to try to put this thing in a place where only his guys can recover this. We'll have one guy back deep, 10 Lobos up close. And here's the lefty's kick attempt. He bounces this one, upended on a big hit. But the Lobos recover that. And let's see, I think coming out of there with it is for Longview 26
that is
for the
my
Lobos.
man Kiefer Doxey, our second baseman.
Yeah, Kiefer manages to hang on to that ball, so the Lobos will take it over with 5:45. And we want to remind you, we certainly know that it's bond election time coming up. Frank, any thoughts on the bond proposal coming up for a vote really soon? Because I know improved security and instructional spaces happen to be two of the main priorities that are on this bond this time around.
Absolutely. I know early voting starts Monday. Then election day is November the 7th. And, yeah, the Longview voters, they just need to do their homework on the bond proposals. You can go to lisd.org. I'm going to let you finish the call on this call. Boosie's going to house one on us.
Boosie ain't going to wait for the bond. He gets the ball, and he's going to the house again. We got to be quick about these, Frank. Got to be faster.
No,
but there's a flag down, it looks like, back at midfield, and they're going to drag another run back. Boosie's going to have about 60 or 70 yards taken off of the stat sheet because of holding behind him. This will make it first down and 20 back at the 40-yard line.
As I was saying, speaking of yellow, at lisd.org, there's a big yellow banner at the top of the website, the first homepage. You can't miss it. Click that, and that's where you get all your information before the polls.
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, we're in favor of whatever the people decide. What we want you to do is get out and vote.
That's right. Your vote is your voice. It's all you've got. It's your civic duty. Get out there and do what's best and vote whichever way your heart desires.
All right. Well, we're
back to the game, Chuck.
10-yard penalty. We'll go back and start again after the hold. First down and 20 for Longview back at the 40-yard line. Which, if you're Kelvin Washington, this is just a chance to pick up 10 more yards.
I don't know that I've seen him touch the ball tonight and not have a shot to house it.
Yeah, here we go again. Back to the ground, make the 10 yards up they just lost on the penalty, and he goes for that 10.
It's been a complete game from the Lobos tonight, offense and defense and special teams, and Boosie, like you were talking to Keaton about earlier. You got to feel really good about that coming back. Obviously, you don't want to put the cart before the horse, but you got a couple guys coming back next year that can carry the rock when Taylor Tatum's doing it in the SEC.
No question. 10 carries, 90 yards for Boosie tonight. He'll get another chance to get some more. He needs 10 to get to 100. He's going to pick up 6 of it right here, and it'll bring up a third down and about 4.
And like I said last week, as Keaton made his way down to the field, this is the time of night that the offensive line enjoys the most. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. You spent all night hitting them in the ribs, and now they're worn down, and you just get to manhandle them and exert your will like the end of a boxing match you've dominated.
4:28 left on the clock, 36-13. McKinney North lost their opener, I believe, and had won everything else since then. They lost their second game to Justin Northwest, 31-28. Everybody else has fallen by the wayside. Looks like that streak's about to come to an end. Gain of a couple more, and it's going to bring 4th down and short up.
We got one official signal first down.
Yeah, they did. Boosie was helping him.
And that should get Boosie to the century mark.
It's right on it. He's right on 100.
With about 95 of called back and penalties, I presume.
I would think. I don't know if it's that many, but it's an awful lot. First down and 10 at the 41-yard line. 3:45 and counting.
And again, special shout out to all of our sponsors. We appreciate your help allowing us to bring this to Lobo fans. And again, it's not too late to share the feed. Let everyone know where you can watch these Lobos.
How about a little bit more? Boosie left, Boosie right, Boosie left again to the 38-yard line for 3 more.
And that's got to be a discouraging thing for the McKinney North defense, just knowing once he gets to that second level, if you miss that tackle, he's gone. You're just looking at his backside.
Yeah, I think we have. Was that an injury timeout I heard?
I don't see an injured player.
I didn't see one either, but the officials stopped the clock.
And I think we're going to see Boosie in track season this year. He looks like he's added a little bit of speed, and he was the second leg of the 4x100 team that almost made it to the state track meet.
Yeah, they got a linebacker that got banged up. Neko Oulu, their inside linebacker, he's the guy they took off the field with the injury.
Starting off as a really, really, really good season all the way around for Lobo sports. And Chuck, as we progress into basketball and baseball and Lady Lobo basketball, we're going to be salty in every sport this season. I expect a playoff team and a deep run from every single sport this year at Longview ISD.
Well, I would expect, the fans would expect that too. Handoff again, Boosie with a spin, and we got another flag.
That ball's out.
Yeah, but we got a flag down. We had the whistle that I think blew beforehand. Forward progress stopped at the 36, but a flag came from the back judge, and so this is going to be probably going backwards some more. But right now, this is all kind of academic with 2.5 minutes left to play. Longview is about to run its record to 7-1. A perfect record in district. Started with the win against Lufkin, 42-0. Beat Lancaster on the road, 52-35. At Forney, tough defensive game, ended 13-7. The blowout of North Mesquite last week, 63-0. And then on the road to a place that Longview has struggled. We have not had a lot of fun at McKinney ISD Stadium. Lost the season opener to McKinney High School this year, and lost to this same McKinney, North McKinney team a couple of years ago, and a bit of a shocker. Penalty-ridden, turnover-ridden ball game, but they're exercising those demons tonight. And with 2:17, we have another stoppage of play. This time looks like we're getting a timeout, as Longview is going to take it with 2:17 left. You want to take a break?
No, I think we'll stick it out here.
All right.
I'll tell you what, every week that passes, that Lufkin win is looking even better. That's not a bad football team you put a 42-0 whipping on.
No, not at all. But I think what we did get is Lufkin is better than they've been, but they aren't as good as Longview. They came in last season, I think, unbeaten and thinking they were all that, and Longview handled up on them pretty easily. There was a different thought this year, like Lufkin's actually better this year, they're for real, and then they got hammered again. So while they're getting better, they haven't really narrowed the gap with the Lobos at all.
And watching this team, it kind of blows your mind thinking that not only were all these players here last year, but we had one of the 3 best receivers in the country who was literally starting for the Alabama Crimson Tide out wide. It was just, sometimes I go back and watch those games from last year on YouTube. I can't help myself. It was so much fun.
Yeah, well, this has been too. Yeah, it's different having Jalen gone, but I tell you what, this has been a very good team. Here's Boosie again, 35-30 and down to the 26. They needed 15 for a first down. He got them 20, and they'll move the chains and keep the clock rolling.
Just got him by the foot, or he'd have been staring directly at our camera one more time.
He has now gone, hang on, let me finish hitting this save. He now has 122 yards on 14 carries.
Goodness.
Go along with Taylor Tatum's 154 yards on 22 carries, 36 carries, 276 yards, and 4 touchdowns between them.
Last 2 weeks has been the Kelvin Washington Jr. show.
And it's letting Taylor get rest. He doesn't have to come out here in late games, play basically 3/4 of a game. Didn't have to play the fourth. Little bobble on the handoff. They'll give it to Boosie again. Going left. Got a cut. Down to the 15-yard line and another 10, 11 yards.
And it's kind of a thunder and lightning thing. You spend all game just getting pounded by Taylor Tatum. Then the speed back comes in and does his little stutter step, his little Euro step, and houses it. It's fun to watch.
Give him 12 yards down to the 14-yard line. Clock running. Well, it stops with the first down at 1:29. And they really have had the game plan of we're going to go wide. We're going to go wide. They had Taylor up the middle a few times, had some success there, but really busting thing outside away from that middle of that McKinney defense. And John King says that's enough. We'll take knees for the last 3 plays and get out of here with a 36-13 win.
If I know Coach King as well as I do, that is his favorite play call on the play sheet. Victory formation, take a knee, and let's get out of here healthy and go seal up district next week.
While they're doing that, let's stat this up. McKinney North, 15 first downs. Lobos had 27. 108 yards rushing for the Bulldogs on 32 carries. Longview, 48 carries, 365 yards. Longview was 3 of 8 throwing the football for 69 yards. McKinney went 17 of 24 for 183. Lobos' total offense is now at 434. They gave up 291 yards of offense. A killer for the Bulldogs. 4th downs, especially in the second quarter. They had 2 short fields they gave the Lobos after they tried on 4th downs. Inexplicable 4th and 2 quarterback sneak. And then a failed 4th and 3. They went 5 of 11 on 3rd down, 1 of 5 on 4th. Lobos, 6 of 8 on 3rd downs, 1 on 4th. And I don't believe we punted again this week. That's
I don't believe we did.
2 straight weeks. We have not had to see a punt from the Lobos offense. That's pretty incredible.
Absolutely. The score doesn't feel like it was as lopsided as it was, but we'll take it. We'll get out of here. And before we do, quick reminder, if you or anyone is in need of a luxury apartment, check out the Southerly, Longview's newest luxury apartment complex. Hit them up on Google. Tell them Game Day sent you. You won't regret it.
Jaden Walker, they held him to 86 yards on 20 carries. He had a pretty good third, fourth quarter, but to be honest with you, they really shut down for a 4th time this year a Division I headed running back who did not have a breakout against this Lobo defense. You tip your hat again to that side of the ball, who just dominated the line of scrimmage for yet another week and another win.
Absolutely.
With that, the Lobos will sit themselves atop first place in 7-5A Division I. McKinney North is going to slip backward into a now 1-loss situation, and because of that, they potentially could slip from first place down to third place, and they'll have a showdown with Forney next week to decide who may end up second in this district. And I'm trying to get one last look at the scores before I let you out of here. I haven't seen any. See if I can't get you one last thing here.
And while he's looking, I'll just a shout out to Lobo Nation for showing up, a pretty good crowd here tonight, and for those of you guys that tune in every week. We really appreciate your viewership. We appreciate you sharing our feed. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate your likes. Without you guys, we can't do this. So the more of you that are watching, the more of this we can bring to you. And in an ideal world, we bring you everything Lobo. But there's only one Frank Sides. Too many sports at Longview High School. Yeah.
23-20, Tyler's leading Lufkin right now midway through the fourth quarter. So that's an update on the score there. Forney beat North Mesquite 53-13, and Lancaster is shutting out West Mesquite at the moment. They still have some time left to play. All right, we're done for today. Again, we appreciate you so much for tuning in. We are back next Friday, back at Lobos, 7:30 start time. It'll be Tyler coming in for the last home game of the regular season. If you can't be there, you can be there with us here on Longview Game Day. For Frank Sides, Keaton Daniels, and the whole crew, I'm Chuck Zach. Thanks so much for tuning in. And so long, everybody. By the way, don't forget.
Go Lobos.
Nope. In the words of James Brewer, go be somebody.
Correct.